Okay. Good morning. I gotta test my audio first. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Let me know how I sound before I say anything. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, girls. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I was not even looking at the chat at the time. I was busy dancing. Girl! Oh, there's something about the drums. Hey, Demetra. Hey, Strictly Platinum. Hey, Heat Wave. Hey, Jamaican girl. Oh, you're up in the chat. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hey, everybody coming in. Thank you. My audio is finally. I hope. Let me cross my fingers, and I'm gonna hope it works. Just stays. Hey, Ronnie Q. Hey, everybody coming in. I appreciate you for passing through. I was just here. Got a few, maybe an hour or two to spare. I was over there in the bushes by somebody, but I don't know. It's a no for me. Ooh, and I caught Yamain. The MFing goings with Yamain, guys. You need to check him out. So he does commentary also, and I heard over there that Honest Rose said he was leaving the sector. Is this the second time he said that, or does he mean it this time? Did something like drastic happen that probably we didn't hear about? Hey, Monique, because I don't remember getting. Do I still get his alerts? I don't know if I get the notifications um for Honest Row. But does anybody know what happened? Is it because of the nature of the things that happen over here? Why he decided to go? Did people dox him? Did something terrible happen? I don't know, but a lot of people decide that they're gonna leave. They don't like it over here because of some of the stuff that people do and stuff. I get it. Sometimes I take my mini breaks too. Sometimes I take a day off because I'm like 7 days, 7 whole days. I'll take one off. I'll take a week off. I'll stay in the bushes sometimes. But then, to be honest, I am very busy during the day sometimes. So when I do get the chance to come on here, I come on here. But trust and believe. If you need to take those breaks, go ahead and take them. Okay. I'll move. Man, it's been a long weekend. The last time I was on here, what was I doing? I think I was playing music and whatever. Um, I appreciate you all for passing through. I appreciate you all. The last thing that was the biggest thing on the streets was the mustification. Let me make sure I got the right name for it. Hold on, because thanks to the chat, thanks to the chat, we have a whole name for the cation going on over there. Let me go find it. Bam. Thanks to the chat, they were given like a lot of names. Quite a number of names they were given. For the cation that's going on. So thanks to the chat, they came up with the name Musty Methcation. Okay. So the last thing I heard was that they are now cool again. Well, how do I know? I was over there by Lady Nika, and I don't know who clicked the link, one of the two. And I say to myself, as much as people spoke about it and stuff, I remember I was over there by Veronica yesterday morning, and I somebody had said something in the chat, and I also said, you know what? At some point, the two of them are gonna be embarrassed or feel some type of way, and they're gonna fake makeup and come on here cheesing and stuff. I bet if I go over there by, let me go find it over on the cues. I know I typed that in the chat. I know I did, and lo and behold, the YouTube gods, well, the beef sector gods. Here comes another episode of Let's Me Fake It and Try to Make It. Okay, let me fake it and try to make it. So let's fake it. Well, you know what? I think after today, I don't need to talk about them anymore. But you know what? At the same time, when stuff happens on YouTube, you talk about it, but then you're gonna have some dumb people are gonna say, "Oh, she's just talking about her because she fell out with her and this and that." Girl, if it's the main thing on the going on over here, it's only natural I talk about it. Not that I really want to, because I was second guessing myself. I'm like, should I even be talk? Because I don't be watching them like that, but I pick up news from off the road. I pick up news while I traverse. I was over there by Demetra. I got a little bit over there yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? Yeah, well, both days. And then, no, it was yesterday. I picked up some over there by Lady Nika. So I'm around, so I hear stuff. So it's only natural to comment. What? People are not supposed to talk about what happens? You're right. Oh no, when it's your faves. Okay, I got you. Okay. So I'm like, yesterday. Let me go over by Q's page because I know I typed it in that chat. I know I did because you have one of them. They care a lot about what people think. They care a lot about their, how they're perceived by the public. Well, the sectors that they frequent. So they're gonna worry about how they look. And then you got another one who pretends they don't care, but deep inside they care. Okay. So they care about how people think about them. So after all of that, they made up, and I didn't go to watch. No, I didn't. But I heard that they made up, and how did I know? I was over there by Lady Nika's yesterday, and one of them clicked the link, and I heard both voices. So there goes that on that. So that's how I got my news. Um, it's I don't think it's a genuine makeup. Why do I not think so? Because they were too eager to start outing each other. One went first and put something on their wall. Talking about they were pissed. Mind you, I didn't see it. I got it on the streets. Okay, so you got one who came on and talked about, I'm pissed. I don't remember what else they said she typed, but apparently that was what set it off. And another person got in their feelings and went live. I'm not gonna be, biased or anything. I'm gonna, just look at it how it is. I think it was just a misunderstanding. Like I've always been saying when I just started my channel, like some of the beefs that I've observed, because I was always in the bushes before I started dropping down. Most, if not all of the beefs, it's just a very simple misunderstanding that could have been talked about if people were, patient enough to do so, or, weren't so hot headed, and listen to people a little bit more. Some of those beefs would not happen. Okay. If we used our communication skills or comprehension. Oh, well, some people lack comprehension. Oh, I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, so what I observed is that one person was upset that they didn't get to do what they wanted to do. And instead of communicating it in such a way that the other person understood, they took to their platform and typed it in on their community wall. Then the other person, instead of, trying to communicate with that person, they went live. At one point, they were showing how many times they called. It was a whole thing. But you know what? Um, at the end of the day, the pictures that I'm seeing around here, I don't see comfort. I see discomfort when I see those pics. I don't see nobody comfortable. Okay. I don't see nobody enjoying themselves. I don't see nobody, just in their natural state taking pics and stuff. It just says a lot when you look at that photo, or the photos that I see coming around, floating around. Okay. I don't go looking for them, but I see them. Okay. So those pictures are something else. They have a hidden story. There's a quiet story behind the smiles. Look at the body language. Look at it all, and you'll tell. Okay, it's like, okay, now it's time for us to. Oh, let me try to talk right here. Okay, we need to take a break real quick. Let's take a quick. We gotta take a break because we gotta show them that we're cool. Let's take a pic right here. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready, my baby? Smile. Let's take the pic. Girl. Yeah. Hey, Tara, Jamaican girl says very uncomfortable and forced. Their faces in the pictures, it's not genuine. It isn't. But you know what? Like I was saying, I'm still trying not to be biased. I'm trying to just look at it how it really was, and I'm not because of who the people are. The I think it was just a simple miscommunication, misunderstanding, and then there were other factors. Okay, there were other factors too, and this is where the communication the break in communication takes place also, because if you are planning something for months, right, you are planning something for months in advance, maybe 2 months, I don't know, because I just go by what I hear around the streets. If I'll go in somebody's chat and they'll talk about her going to the gym or whatever and stuff, and if you are planning all of that and you were communicating to the person what your expectations were when you got there. Hey, did I say hey to Heat Wave? Big up yourself, Heat Wave. Sharmona, hey Ladybugs. Strictly Platinum, big up, big up. Pig Face, oink oink, Taron, everybody who came in. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, big up on yourself. Ooh, 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 ooh. Did you understand what I said a while ago?
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her enroll in an English class today. Cash App $Carrie Ray 16. We now return to regular programming.
Yeah, like I was saying, I really hope you understood what I said a while ago. I tickle my own damn self. Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, it feels as if, ooh, and I want to go to a good school too for learning English. I want to go to an Ivy League. I want to be enrolled in one of those Ivy League GED programs so I can get my English on. Help me get my my what's it called? Oh, help me get my speech on. Okay. Help me to speak English. Carrie Ray really needs your help. She is sad. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on. I forgot I was sad.
Very Carrie is so sad. She found out she is a black bitch and she needs to speak English. She found out that she is a dumb bitch. She can't go on in life anymore because she cares about what everyone thinks. She needs your approval. Please help her because she has been missing out in this sector. How will she survive? She needs counseling. Please support the Very Carrie Counseling Foundation and help her to develop some positive coping skills. Help her start the healing process. Please donate to the Very Carrie Counseling Program so she can get the help she deserves. Cash App $Carrie 16. We now return to our regular programming.
I'll tickle my own damn self. Okay. Hey, official D Spot. Pig Face Oncoin says your face looks better. Yeah, so like I was saying, I just really think that it all boils down to people learning to communicate with each other and listen to each other. And also, so if you were planning for months to go to this particular girls trip, what she called it? Um, whatever it's called. Oh God, why am I spring break? And I'm like, what are you springing from? What are you springing from, girl? Which college you going to? What are you spring breaking from? What the fuck are you break? Fuck you're breaking from? We are break from. What are you breaking from? Did you do some midterm? What exams did? Girl, stop it. Stop. What are you breaking from? All right, let me stop. I was being serious because I'm trying to show you that despite me not being cool with other people, I can still call a thing a thing. All right. So, sprung break. Okay, so like I was saying, even though we're not cool, I can still say this. It all boils down to people learning to communicate with each other. So if you were planning to go to this place, for 2 3 months in advance, let the person know what your intentions are when you get there. Communicate that. And especially if you were saying that you wanted to go to the beach, you wanted to do this, you wanted to do that, plan accordingly. Let that other person understand that this is what I want to do when I get there. Are you able to accommodate me if I get there? What are some of the things, hey Angie, what are some of the things that you can do with me when I do get there? Knowing me, whenever I plan to go to anybody's area, country, wherever they are, I still make my own backup plans. I don't make backup plans when I get there. I am a person who always thinks ahead and I say, what if? So if I make plans with you and it's settled and there's an itinerary, trust and believe. Very Carey has her own backup itinerary. I've already called places. I've already checked online to see where I can go. I've already checked to see how easy it is for me to get back to the airport. What are some of the places? How do I move around? Do I need to rent a vehicle? Is it easy to go by train? I've already checked all of that shit because I'm a what if type of bitch. I'm not a bitch. Oh yeah, I am a bitch. Hold on. I think I am. I heard somewhere that I was. Oh yeah.
This portion of the live stream is brought to you by the Very Carry Dumb Bitch Foundation. Let's help her be smart. She needs all the help she can get. Please support the cause. We now return to regular scheduled programming.
Hey Peach Fuzz. Right. So you made those plans already, but when you get there, that's the thing. So she would have communicated to her beforehand, what she's expected to do. And of course the other person who is in the host who the host should be able to say, okay, I will be able to do this. I may not be able to do that. This is what I'm working with during this period. My children may be home, this and that, have that type of communication before. I know that sometimes things may come along the way and stuff, but you have what, 365 and a quarter? How many weeks do we have in a whole year? And you're going somewhere for 1 week, and then when you get there, what you had in your head that was going to happen, it's not going to go that way, because now we have two more parties to consider. You got the person's man to consider, so you're now feeling like a third wheel. You got the person's children to consider. So, things when you're planning, you know, you have to communicate effectively with each other. So I bet she didn't expect, that would have happened when she got there. She just thought that the lady would have had, you know, times. I know she has children, fine. So she's going to have to dedicate time to her children as well as, to find time to get around with me and stuff for us to do those girl stuff, right? So she should have, had those things set up before. So like, how are you then gonna, when I get there, be oh, my kids this and my kids that, and why? I've had, I don't want to give myself. Oh, I've been in situations where, as a team, we're planning stuff, and the planning is going well, and we really need to do stuff, and I'm getting excited about where we're going and stuff, and then I hear, oh, can I bring my so and so, and I'm like, bitch, we're all adults going out. What the hell you doing taking your child with me? And I love children. You don't let us get that perfectly clear. But when adults are adulting, when adults are going out and enjoying themselves, I don't want to be looking over my shoulder just in case I slipped a little bumbleclot out of my mouth. You understand? I gotta be careful of what I'm saying. I gotta be looking over my shoulder. If I see something looking good on the beach and I want to talk or whatever, I can't do that because I'm going to be worried, oh, her child may be seeing this. Let me stop. You know, children should go to family outings and stuff and whatever. You don't want to be feeling uncomfortable and stuff. But if we had agreed beforehand that, okay, guess what? I have to take my children, they're out of school at this time. The other party would be saying, okay, so they would have prepared themselves mentally to say, okay, I already know, you know, that it's a high possibility that the children will be there, so I can, get myself prepared to deal with that. But if you don't say that from beforehand, and then when I get there I hear it, it's not going to work. And then I'll go to my other itinerary that I created before leaving my home, because that's just how I roll. Itinerary number 2 is always on deck, as well as money is always set aside for what ifs at all times. Okay. All right. So I'm just saying, and then having to deal with the mail. Now, some people had different opinions when it came to her leaving her man there. For me, I can see it both ways. Some people said they would never leave their man. I guess when they went to some restaurant or something. You guys can correct me when I'm wrong, because I don't go over there to watch. I just take stuff from what I hear on channels that discuss it and stuff, and hear from reliable sources. Okay. So I'm like, you went to have lunch. I don't know what they were, if it's lunch, breakfast, dinner, I don't know. Okay. And you went, and then you're leaving to go to practice. You left your man there. Now, some people are of the opinion that, listen, I'm not going to leave my man with you. Why the hell would I need to leave my man with you? But at the same time, you have to look at it another way. What if she didn't want her to feel left out or by herself, so she left company with her because she knew she was just going to, be away for like an hour or two and get back? So I can look at it two ways. If you can trust your man. Ooh, we're talking about Don Cato. Ooh. I was going to say, if you're in a relationship and you can trust your man, you shouldn't be worried about leaving them for an hour or two. Once you trust your man, you trust your friend, your relationship is stable, there's stability there. You wouldn't have to worry, okay, I'm just going to run here and get back. What type of friend would that be? And what type of man would that be if you had to worry? You see what I'm saying? So for some, it wouldn't be anything for you to leave because you're coming right back and you trust your spouse. But for others, they're like, what the hell I look like leaving my man with you? But you got to also think, maybe she's saying, okay, my schedule is busy. I have to go to dance rehearsal. So, you know what? I don't want her to feel like she's left alone. Let me just, hurry and get back. So you can look at stuff different ways. You got to balance stuff out. Not because you don't like the person or whatever. You got to look at stuff two ways. Sister says MU is an escort. She definitely convinced me with that move. Joyce Goodwin says, I'm leaving my man. Oh, ooh. Oh, you mean not? Ooh, Joyce says, girl. Joyce says, no way. Joyce says, no way am I leaving my man around no one. I don't know. I've never had, well, my circle is small, but I've been in situations. Let me see. Not a lot, though. Let me see. They've had to leave to go get something and come back. Come to think of it. Hmm. Has that ever happened to me? No, no. Hey, Cruiser. Yes, Cruiser. That's the first thing I thought because I try to look at stuff from different ways, from different angles. So, one is that she knew she was going to come back real quick. She didn't want her to feel like she was alone, leave her with some company, so, she doesn't feel, because I'm a host, I'm trying to be nice. And then you got the others like, listen, I trust my man, so I don't even have to consider what's going to happen if I leave. And then you got the others, do not come around my man. I am not leaving with my man with you or my family. Okay. Like Joyce. Ronnie Q has gift. Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q says she has a gift. I can't stand it. Ronnie Q says, here are some of the gift bag items for you guys when you go on spring break. Denture cups, poise pee pads, heating pads, bed pads upon request. Random, good to see you, girl. Random says, let me drop down and say this. When I leave, he leaves. He's here for me, not you. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, Miss Queenie. Ooh, ooh. So far, nobody's going. Mm-mm. He Wave says, when you don't want to be bothered with someone, walk with a dog, walk with a cat, walk with something, walk with a rat. Joy says, hell no. Mm-mm. Random Crafting Gamer is not going. She says once she's leaving, he has to leave too. And she's like, nope, it's better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Hey, the Miss O. The Miss O says, my man has self control. We got somebody in the back. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure it is who I think it is. Because you know a little dust might like me, they'll try to do stuff. Okay. Is that you, Cruiser?
It's me, the
Good
panel, the
morning.
panel host. Um, Good
You're
morning, everybody. I didn't think of it that way, and that's so sensible. It makes so much sense. I was like, why would she leave her there? Why didn't they just finish their food and leave? Why didn't she say, come along with me? Why didn't she? But that makes sense. Just don't want to leave her there by herself. Here's I'm leaving you with some company. You're new to the city. You don't really know the city. You just got here, and
right.
leave you with somebody you know. Because I'm not the type that, watch your man. Don't have your man around somebody doing this or somebody doing that. I'm not, and don't nobody who feel that way get offended, but I just don't consider myself a watchdog. I know they
One,
call us the BITCHs, but I'm not one. And because
right.
I'm not one, I'm not going to behave like one. And so I'm not a watch person. I'm not a security guard. I'm not, nobody's bodyguard. So if he's somebody I
Don't
gotta
watch it.
watch and I
One
can't
second.
trust,
Here.
okay, I'm sorry.
You can continue. I'm just gonna make sure this is that you, Ronnie?
Yeah, good morning. Hi, Miss
Okay,
Cruiser.
cool.
Hey, Ronnie Q. So yeah,
Okay.
if he's somebody I have to watch, I just don't care to have him. But the I haven't really, as I was thinking about it when I was coming up, I haven't really been in any relationships of anybody well, one I had to watch, but he had to watch me too, child. Anyway, we had to watch each other. But as far as let me just talk about my marriage. He was the type that I wasn't gonna leave him with nobody no way. And if a friend dropped by, he'd call me on the phone, such and such here at the door. Well, could you let her in till I get home? Well, I told you ain't home yet. She wasn't coming in. So he did that. I didn't have to do any of that. I didn't have to tell him to do that. That's what he did. I didn't have to do that. And my dad was the same way. You don't be dropping by here, my wife ain't home. Or you don't be coming all up in my face,
Exactly.
he would always say, hold on, let me get my wife. And it wasn't something she did because my mom like me, she watchdog. But that's how I feel about it. I don't want to. And if I don't, I just listen to somebody. I'm gonna say this and be done. I just listened to somebody. I put it on my community wall that did some commentary on this YouTube couple that just broke up. And in her commentary, she said this. She said that she broke up with a partner because if she felt like she didn't trust you, or she felt like she couldn't, if she felt like you was messing around and you was messing around, she don't trust you. She need to let you go. But if she felt like she couldn't trust you, it felt like you was messing around and you was not messing around, she need to break up with you because she didn't trust you. So it all comes back to whether you're doing it or not. If I don't trust you, there's an issue there and we don't need to be together. And that's how I feel. If I don't trust you, I don't trust you and I
Amen.
ain't gonna be with you because I'm nobody's watchdog. Then I'm not
Exactly.
gonna be
I
put
am a
into that
walker.
position.
I am a
Yeah.
walker. I don't got time for foolishness. I don't have time
Hmm.
for discussing nothing. You are
Hmm.
not going to give me an extra job to do. I don't want an
Yeah,
extra role in the relationship. You freak
absolutely.
around with me. I'm not going to be trying to figure out where you are, who that is, who you're
Mhm.
talking to. I don't want to know. I'm not even going to tell you I'm leaving. Okay.
It's your job to make sure you're not taken. And if somebody can take you, you wasn't for me.
Oh,
Period.
we got
I want.
somebody in the back. I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you. I just gotta make sure it's her.
Hey y'all.
Okay.
Hey, hey.
Sorry to cut you, Miss
Oh no, I
Cruiser.
was done with the thought. I was just saying, if I felt like somebody's takeable, I don't, if he is his job not to be takeable. It's his job
Right.
to say, I'm not, I'm not available. It's not my job. And if he does not do that, then I want him to be taken and gone on about his business. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to keep him. I only want to keep folks who want to be kept.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If he,
Amen. Let the church say amen. Okay.
yeah,
Amen.
Amen. I am not about to be, you are not going to have me always worried, looking over my shoulder, checking for you. You're supposed to
mm,
demand respect. You're supposed to respect the relationship. Okay. You're supposed to make sure you present yourself as somebody who is in a committed relationship. So if you're making yourself seem available all the time and you know you're no, I don't need to deal with you. That's just how I am. I've always been that way. Do not play around with me and my sexual and reproductive health. I'm sorry. Hey,
and
random gamer. I'm sorry. Ronnie
and
was
that
texting, so she could go
that
ahead.
that kind of makes me that kind of makes me look at the reason why Don Cato has to be underfoot all the time, because if you look at it, it kind of seems like he doesn't trust MU. So he always has to be, following up behind her and where she is, and can't leave her alone to have a girls trip by herself. And it seems like, um, other than her being codependent, it seems like there may be some trust issues there with him
The
always having to trail her like a wet rag.
I thought about that too because I was wondering because we were talking about it and saying maybe she's using him as like a buffer, just in case anything happens and stuff. But I think there was some issue as it relates to her, being able to trust him, or he's supposed to be there as this person who's supposed to be balancing her, or is it that she is that another addiction she got there where she cannot do anything without having him here there, without his approval, without his say so, without his go ahead, you can do this, but you can't do that. Oh, I got to be there to see what you're going to do. Is he a controlling person? Is he using the fact that she's in a vulnerable state, to control her? You know,
Now, yeah, that's hard to decipher.
It probably is because why is she asking every time she got to go somewhere? She got to ask him or tell him. I know it's your husband, not your husband, your man. Supposedly, allegedly, your man. But does he have to give the go ahead and tell you what you can do or not do? And I also find it interesting because I've then heard that she was supposed to still be at her home when this girls trip is supposed to be this meetup is supposed to happen, but then she ended up getting going to the resort. So that also put a wedge in their whole thing, the dynamic of their trip, what that trip was supposed to be, because then he's now in the picture as opposed to if she was at home, and leaving from there to go and, hang out with Tracy. So he also, the fact that he's there too, made it a problem.
Now, did you guys watch I just watched maybe 5 or 6 minutes of the Tracy MUV Lenore get together. And right before she brought Tracy up, I mean, she was fine until Tracy said she wanted to come up. And then she, collected herself and did that pout and, well, I'm owed an apology. And I think you owe me an apology. This is MU. And then she kind of got like, insistent upon being apologized to, and that was the position that she was taking. Did anybody watch that full
Oh,
thing?
I missed it.
Yeah, I watched that when V. Lenore came up and was
Me
trying
in.
to
Yeah, I missed it too.
broker conversation.
So how did was she like
Carrie,
that? Was she like, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry.
was she,
Random.
my apologies. I just want to like throw my little 2 cents in real quick.
go ahead.
And we were talking about the gentleman and him being there with them. My husband even said he wouldn't have felt comfortable. This is just our, southern take on it. We all come from different parts of the states. Anyways, um, I personally, I'm not gonna leave my man there with someone he doesn't know, he doesn't network with, he doesn't talk to, he knows nothing about, and I'm just gonna disappear and expect y'all to make it work. To me, I feel like that's disrespecting the man and your guest. And
That's
if it's a
right.
girl's day, the girl should be talking and the girl should be doing. That's just my opinion. That's the only reason I really came up. Even
You said
hubby said that you would feel some type of way.
random crafted. You were down there saying you're not leaving your man at all. There's no
It,
chance of that happening.
no, if she came with a guy fella, and they had, some kind of connection, they, somehow found common ground between each other, okay, now he has a way to feel comfortable. But to just drop him there with a female he knows nothing about, no, I'm not gonna do that to
He may
him,
know way more about Tracy than you think. Okay, because he may be watching all them videos with her when she's watching. He may be subscribed. He's heard. She's
Half
at
this crap that's
conversations.
online is fake.
He watches everything. I believe he does. And I think also that she discusses her with him. Okay. He knows what's going on. He does.
Did we ever get down to why? Okay, I heard Tracy say out of her mouth that she left them together for 2 hours, and then suddenly yesterday it dwindled down to 45 minutes. When Tracy was mad, she said she left me with Down Cato at dinner for 2 hours. I don't even understand the circumstances why you would even have to leave the dinner table with your guest and your boyfriend for 2 hours. Did we ever get down to what was the reason she had to leave them at the dinner table? It was just crazy to me.
Was
It
that the
sounds
day
like,
she said she was
go
gonna
ahead.
do her rehearsal?
Yeah, it sounds like there was some time. From what I heard yesterday, it sounded like there was some time issues going on. Like somebody's coming in town, but you still have some stuff that you were scheduled to do. Sounds like to me, Tracy is the type of person that's really not into schedules. Like is she? You have those friends or relatives that you say, well, let's do it around one, and for them, and I have some friends like this. It aggravates the heck out of me. I can't stand it. I'm more
Oh,
like MU. I need to stick to my schedule. And for them, 1 o'clock mean one is shh, is two is we gonna do that. I'm gonna hit you up when I'm on my way. That type thing. And they don't like built-in schedules. And then you have some people like me and MU that it's like if I say one, I really really mean one. And I
Well,
really do need a time. And
Right.
so it sounds like, maybe there was some lateness and then they were eating and it was time for her to go and she was like, okay, I'm gonna run do this and come back. That's what it sounded like to me.
Well, I'm
okay,
gonna drop down after this comment, but for me, if you're gonna have something scheduled, you're gonna have a girls' weekend. You're supposed to clear your schedule. You've
right,
created a whole nother event. You've created a whole nother scenario, a whole nother situation. And if you're gonna dedicate your time to it, dedicate your time to it. To me, I think it's irresponsible to try and put a whole bunch of eggs in a basket when you know half of them are duck eggs and half of them are chicken eggs. Okay, bye,
right.
ladies.
I agree.
okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you for coming
And
up, random.
all this, I had to keep a schedule. Let's be real. We've watched her do these dance classes for years, and we've seen her dance. So I think she can miss a dance class because it doesn't seem like she's retaining much from the classes after all these years of being in dance. And I'm not going to believe that she is an instructor of any dance. So it's just, why would you continue to go to dance class when you're hosting a guest and it's interfering with what you're doing with your guests? I wouldn't do that to my guests. If it's like yoga or Pilates, I have to go to my Pilates. I feel itchy because I haven't gone to Pilates today. That was what one of the things she said when she was waiting on that call. Now she put the kids, my kids are very important to me, and but then on the weekend she got away and went to a resort with Don Cato. That's 45 minutes from where Tracy's staying. None of this is making sense. And
Yeah.
it's like they're trying to massage it for you to understand something that a regular person would not do. And trying to make it seem like, oh, no, it's no big deal because, that's all it
She was
was.
quite inconsistent. She was quite inconsistent, which made me, which is why I lean. Now, I don't have to say this, and I'm not talking to anybody when I say this. I'm talking to the people who say, "Why they concerned about it?" Because it's on YouTube. And
Yes.
other than that, I don't care. But it's on YouTube, and it's what I'm watching. So I had to say that as a little disclaimer for the other folk. But that's why I leaned towards Tracy's side yesterday when all this was going on, because to me, MU was inconsistent. You say you don't like driving in the mountains, but we see you on lives driving in mountains,
All
sitting up
the
on
time.
panels. You say you like to stick to your schedule, but we see you kind of off. You say, "Oh, my kids, I spend time with my kids, and I spend time with my kids." But like you just said, Ronnie Q, she left her kids for a whole weekend to go stay at the resort, unless they was there with her, and then you've taken them. And to even that to
And
me is
we've heard those
odd,
CPS stories too. I'm sorry. Keep
huh?
going. And we've also heard those CPS stories too, so
And where's all this tight scheduling? And I'm on a tight schedule regimen and stuff. When you see her sitting up on lives and hitting panels all day and everything, and it's like I don't see the schedule that she speaks of, because even when she's driving with her kids and should in the middle of an argument, she does not take a break. Hey, I'm that messy. It's
Yeah.
not. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was just too inconsistent. It seemed like she was using all that stuff as excuses to me, to
Right.
not fulfill what they discussed. Now, as far as their relationship, y'all was saying it seems like he didn't really trust her. I don't think they trust each other. When I was
Mhm.
first came up and I said, well, there was one guy that I dealt with, we didn't trust each other. And what I meant by that was we kind of started dating because it was the pandemic. It was convenient, couldn't go nowhere, when it first
Mhm.
started. But we both knew, look, this is a pandemic thing. I ain't trying to watch you. I ain't trying to go in a relationship with you. You ain't trying to go in a relationship. We both knew we wasn't about nothing. I'm telling all my business. We both knew it. He knew I wasn't about nothing. I knew he wasn't, but we knew it. So that was one of those things where, this ain't going nowhere. You got to watch each other. That to a certain, but I was a little bit more classy and respectful. Because I'm classy and respectful in my opinion. But that was what I saw when I see the two of them. She can't trust him because he knows that emotionally she does not have what he needs. I mean, intellectually, maybe, and he have to watch her because he knows that by her own words. If I'm
mm,
out with you, I'm gonna be with somebody else quickly, and it ain't gonna be no time in between. That's her words, not mine. So
We've
they
even
don't trust each other.
we've even seen it play out with her trip to Atlanta. So that has played out in front of us, and we've only known her for this short period of time. So it's like they are pirates. I guess they lay down and they have to sleep with one eye open, watching each other. They can never close both eyes and
Hmm.
relax.
They have to watch each other, and
exactly.
that's why
Gotta be watching each
she have to
other.
be.
That's too much
Hmm.
work. That is too much work for a relationship. Well,
Even
I don't
leaving
know
her with
what
Tracy, him
that
with
is.
Tracy while she do that. I mean, you won't be calling nobody while I'm over here because Tracy ain't having
And some people don't trust their mate because they know they can't trust themselves.
it. Hmm. Uh,
So they
person
they
who
put
accused
like
you of
I would
lying, they probably a liar. Person who accused you of
Mhm.
cheating, they probably a cheater. If person accused think you gonna steal, they probably a stealer. My mom used to always say that.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. All right, Carrie, I'm gonna step down. I just was trying to really figure out this. Was it 2 hours? Was it 45 minutes? And what is so importance that you do that? And it's just
She
so
said she
odd to
had
me.
dance class. She had rehearsals, so she just had to go. I guess she couldn't, not. Maybe she had some big event coming up, and she needed to, do her last rehearsals. Listen to me trying to think. I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt here. But anyways, you already planned. You knew she was coming. You would have let her know about the rehearsals and all of that stuff.
And
Whatever.
then, another thing about it, like they put it on YouTube as commentary, and then they act as if you're wrong to talk about it, but they talk about any other thing that doesn't involve them that is on YouTube. But the fact of the matter is, they're so mad at who they're mad at, they can't even hear the proper commentary. Now, what I said was, I kind of, see most of the blame with MU. The only blame that I put on Tracy about this whole thing was she really put it on YouTube, and that post was the thing that got this whole situation on YouTube.
Exactly.
But as a host, I think MU is, a cause of all of this that's going on. But Tracy did not have to put it on YouTube. It could have been handled with a phone call. So why is that offensive to Tracy?
Right. They've always been handling everything behind the scenes. So why put come on your community wall and type that in the first place? You started it. You are the one who actually started this. Because then she wouldn't have responded. Because then she was what did she expect was gonna happen after she typed that? What did she think MU was gonna do after she typed that in the chat? I
I
mean
think she wanted to see that hit dog holler.
Who, Tracy?
I think she was sending a
wanted a
message. I think she
response.
wanted to see that hit dog holler.
Of
I'm gonna put this
course.
out here and say, oh, all I wanted to do was go to the. Oh, I'm pissed. Well, okay, that wasn't good enough. They don't know what you could be pissed because the hotel didn't bring you towels. You could be pissed because it rained today. You could be pissed for a lot of reasons. Then okay, so that wasn't good enough. So then put all I wanted to do was go to the beach.
So did
Okay,
they end up
now that's
agreeing going
narrow
to the
it
beach?
down.
Hmm.
They end up
You
going to the
throwing little messages at somebody.
Like, why were you unable to go to the beach?
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
and who goes to the beach at 3? I'm
so
sorry.
it
Mm-mm.
starts
Well,
the
if you're close to
conversation.
the beach, I would if I'm close. But if I got to
Right.
drive, then yeah,
Right.
and I got to drive there and come back, then no, I'm not
You
gonna
gotta
go that late.
consider how long it's gonna take to get there for
Hmm.
real. And we know about the traffic in that area, so
But
I
that
don't
is
know.
that is just such a simple thing. If I'm hosting, even if the person is an evening person, and I like, okay, now you better get to bed early because we got to leave at 9 o'clock tomorrow at the rush hour, at the AM rush hour traffic gets out of the way. We got to get out of here about 9 in the morning to get to the beach. That's what a responsible host does. It
Exactly.
doesn't. They don't say, "Well, I'm a morning person and you're a night person," but that's what I would. It's really simple. So I don't understand why they need mediators to mediate situations up that are really simple.
Two
40s and
grown women,
you
two
are in
very
your
grown
40s
women.
and your 50s, and this is what it takes. People have to be calling and making, oh God. I gotta go watch V Lenore's video that I missed.
It was hard. It was. I'm gonna be honest. It was difficult to watch because um, Mu is hard for her to stay her attention. She kept busting in and want to say, I feel I feel even when it had came to the okay, we're going to the beach. Then she still was on the I feel kick. I just wanted to run up a wall.
And,
I couldn't. It was hard for me to watch all that I feel stuff.
yeah, and it's
There's still
it.
something that's gonna come out of this. I don't think she didn't get an apology. Did she get what?
Yes, she had already got. That's what Tracy apologized.
She's
And
still not good with the apology.
well, I don't know. I only watched like 5 or 10 minutes of it, and I didn't see much of when V Lenore was up there because it just like really irks my nerves for have a third party to have to be so involved with this with two adults, and like it's like no rationale behind it. So I didn't watch it all. So I had to get back. So I'm not saying what went on. I'm glad Cruiser is here. That's why I wanted to know.
It was something else that happened that kind of was cleared up for me, but it'll come back to my mind. If I don't say
It
something right
all
away, I'll
boils
forget.
down to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
You. No, you were saying something.
I was trying to think of. Go ahead, because I'm trying to think of the thought that I was going to say, but I can't remember it. It'll come back in a minute.
So
Okay.
did it seem like it was neatly tucked? away and resolved by the end of the conversation with V. Lenore, Miss Cruiser?
With Tracy, I think Tracy had came to a resolve. I think, I really think she said, "Look, I'm gonna finish out this trip. I'm gonna think about this later." And I could be totally wrong. I'm just looking at this like TV and giving my thoughts, folks. But
Right,
she
entertainment,
was looking
right?
like, "Listen, I'm gonna listen. I'm
Love to
here.
get
I'm
you
gonna ride
through
this
the
out, and I'll sort all of this out within myself once I get back home." With MU, it seems like I'm still not getting my way. I'm gonna go along because I'm very concerned with what the people say.
right.
But this is still not working the way I want it to. And later on in a post, because I'm watching this, y'all. This is vacation and trip and stuff. This is my interest. I'm watching, and it's beef.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff I love, mess. I'm here for the mess.
Please address
Later
it
on in a
by
post, she
its
put
cruiser.
she's still, huh?
You gotta address the Cation by its correct name. Let her have it, Ronnie. What's the name?
Musty, what is it? Musty, I forgot. Musty medication is what the people said this trip is
About the
called.
investigation.
Uh,
But she later on in the post, they had posted that they was at Ocean City,
Oceanside.
and I love Lipstick Alley. Oh, I love them, even though they don't like me, but I love them. But I love y'all. But they put on there, she still looks miserable. They were saying, "MU look miserable," and
And
in
she
the
did.
comments, huh?
She did.
Yeah, she did look uncomfortable.
And
And
then,
in the comments, uh, Tracy put, "She's still pouting."
and she was, and it was obvious. She looked like she
Hmm.
was a hostage. It looked like a hostage scene, that picture. And Tracy's leaning all in, and her body language says one thing, and MU's body language looks like she's shell shocked, and Tracy has a gun in her back. But
Mm-mm.
it's just
I
crazy.
think she's taken out of her comfort zone.
They were both happy when they were having their conversations online, on the
Hmm.
StreamYard link, on the phones, and all that messaging and the fake friendship and stuff. And then when you get there, is a whole different thing. It's not the same person.
Well,
You know,
you know,
you
I
have
don't know whether
outlet
it's a fake friendship. I think that
already.
they have nothing. I think that they're opposites. MU likes hiking, going to the mountains. She This lighting stuff was so important to her. That's what those little camera flashlights or whatever that is for those type things, and all that. But lighting and nature and scenery and all of that. Tracy, on the other hand, she likes beach and I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what else other than water and beach. So they seem so opposite
but this.
that
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
They seem so opposite that compromise is. I've had some friends where we are so opposite that compromise is almost impossible. You have some friends where you compliment each other, or your differences. I had a friend that I lost. She was so free. I mean, she was just free. She didn't like rules and restrictions and stuff. And me, on the other hand, coming from being a preacher's kid and a preacher's wife and just this rigid thing, I was all uptight and there had to be rules and we kind of balanced each other. We gave each other kind of what we needed. But some people, they're so opposite and they don't know how to compromise, and the compromise is just too much for them. And that's what I see in Tracy and MU. They're going to be fine on the phone, they're fine on the video, but actually trying to hang with each other is going to be an issue.
And they
And I,
became friends for the wrong reason. Because how did they become friends? Was it centered around the whole Snoop thing? How did they become friends? She was helping her for what reason? I don't know. Like, the foundation of the friendship is also something to think about. That's
and the,
it.
and something else to really think about is, in real life, do they have real friendships? Do they know how to do a friendship? Because it seems like they're both recluse and loners, and so they don't know how to relate to other people in real life,
Right.
because we don't hear of Tracy going out with any friends. The only person we hear of the MU entertaining is Don Cato and the man she lives with and her children. So it's not like these people know how to do a friendship, maybe because they don't have any friends.
Yeah, because their idea of happiness and showing that you're cool is to come on here, give us a million photos of you being happy, give us a few videos of you being allegedly happy, but they know what they are when they get off of here. I keep saying that. These people are not happy when they leave here. They don't got friends outside of here. They don't know how to have like real life relationships with people outside of this. So that's one of the reasons why when they do get the chance to meet up, you know, you see I don't want to say it's their insecurities, whatever it is. I don't know if it's a personality disorder. I don't know what it is. I cannot diagnose anyone in here. But then when they do get to certain social situations, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to communicate. And then there's this one thing I wanted to know, and I think Ken had said it in the chat. Did anybody um did in the video yesterday with V Lenore, did they speak about the whole thing about him touching her breast? Was it
They
the
said
truth?
Thank you. That's what I was going to ask. What
it's
the world?
I didn't even know how that came up. I hadn't heard that. I didn't even hear anybody. They said it happened on Nika's panel, and then somebody put it on Fate's Yaya. I think it was Tracy who said Fate's Yaya said it. I didn't even hear that. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, where did that come from? I mean, I heard it being discussed in Nika's chat, but I didn't hear a specific person make that accusation in Nika's chat. I mean, I was like, well, how did I miss this thing about the breast being touched on? But Tracy and MU said that it did. Well, MU said it first, and then Tracy came on and said, no, that never happened. That never happened. But I don't know where that came from.
Well, I understand and I believe that it never happened, but I believe somebody posted it. I don't think that y'all just grabbed it out the air.
Wait, so it was posted somewhere.
Yaya, to my
Who
understanding, said that it was on a community tab or typed or posted. She read it and then it was deleted. That's what Yaya said. And
wow.
I believe her. And I
Ken
believe
said
her.
Ken said it too. Ken said she said that on her community wall, but then she took it down.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wait,
but
who is, let's be clear. Who is she?
Tracy.
Who said this?
Tracy.
Okay.
Am I
Oh,
right,
wow.
Ken?
Heatwave says that the people are not liking the
Okay.
video, so we need a commercial break. 1 second.
Very Carrie is so sad. She found out she is a black bitch and she needs to speak English. She found out that she is a dumb bitch. She can't go on in life anymore because she cares about what everyone thinks. She needs your approval. Please help her because she has been missing out in this sector. How will she survive? She needs counseling. Please support the Very Carrie Counseling Foundation and help her to develop some positive coping skills. Help her start the healing process. Please donate to the Very Carrie Counseling Program so she can get the help she deserves. Cash App $Carrere16. We now return to our regular programming.
I'm hoping the likes went up, Heatwave. Heatwave said I had to take a break, so I did. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry for cutting you.
Yeah, I just wanted to be clear that this actually came from Tracy. So it's not like, and then they were like, oh, they're over there talking about that, but did they address that they were talking about it because it was on a post that was deleted? See, like, you're blaming other people for things that you actually put out and trying to make as if you didn't do it. That is just that's so disingenuous.
Yeah, and from what I read between the lines, this is what I read between the lines. Again, I could be wrong, but when I was listening to Villanor, it sounded like MU that it was put up and then taken down, and MU didn't like it because she was saying to the effect of we got to stop playing or we got to stop joking like that or something like that. Even with the threesome, it's like you're playing, but that's not the type playing we want because we already got a situation and we don't need to add those thoughts to it. And Tracy was just kind of playing it off. So I felt like she put it up as a joke and then took it back down. Because
Okay.
see, I think what happened was during the time all of this was happening, MU said, I'm going to pull up on her, kind of a joke. I'm going over there. And then when she got over to wherever Tracy was and was outside, then Teresa came out, and then, you really out here? Yeah, I'm not really out here. And that's when Teresa kind of hopped in the car. They jumped up on uh my Lady Nika's panel. You heard Teresa in the car, and I think Teresa at that point was kind of playing with us and probably maybe put that up and then took it back down. But by then, some people had already seen it.
Oh
Just kind
God,
of playing with us.
no.
And I think now that, to me, even though it's maybe in joking, I agree with MU. Don't be joking like that. Leave that mess alone. Leave that alone.
We got
Oh
we
my
got
God.
somebody in the back.
And they hadn't even resolved any or all of their issues, but you're gonna put something up like that, and like that is really strange because Yaya already they were already discussing this before MU hit the panel. So in fact, she had not pulled up on Tracy yet. So it seems like Tracy put that up before MU even came over and did the pull up, and then this, oh, we're gonna work this out type of thing. So I'm not sure of Tracy's motives for putting that on her community page because MU hadn't pulled up on her yet. So I don't get it. And she said that Tracy wasn't answering the phone, and so she was just going to pull up on her. So it wasn't as if they had a conversation and she was on her way over. I don't get that. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it was a pure and innocent move. No. And I can see why MU is offended because I think that was done while they were still angry with each other. If I'm looking at the timelines like they've been put out. Because yeah, it was already being talked about on Nika's panel prior to MU pulling up.
Right. I told you that guy watches everything on here. He's everywhere. 1 second, we got somebody at the door. Is that you, Ken? Oh no, your audio is messed up. Is my audio okay, guys? Because I don't know. But I definitely cannot hear Ken. Can you guys hear Ken?
No.
Okay. You want to go down and come back, Ken? Uh-uh. You, he left. You got to get some good signals. Come to the top of my coconut tree, Ken. Let me try to move it. Hold on. There we go. I think Ken was coming to address that same thing. And another thing that I wanted to know, do you realize how Snoop dealt with this whole thing? She didn't even waste time talking about it. Snoop says she's over it, so I'm hoping it really is. She's at that point where she's like, I'm not talking about that. Oh, Ken is back. Hold on. Because that apology, the whole apology, just because you were upset, I'm not.
Can you later? Can you hear me now?
There we go.
That's better.
Okay, I'm going to be respectful. I'm not going to disrespect none of you ladies. Um, if y'all notice, I think all of this happened at the restaurant because I think that's when I seen it on her wall, like when both of them was at that restaurant, because she was posting more stuff on the wall, but she was taking it down. And if you notice, that's when they started arguing with each other after all of that happened at that restaurant. So that's why I was confused that, and he was the one that was telling her stuff, but she wasn't asking Tracy. She just was going along with whatever he was telling her. So that's why they kind of fell out. I'm gonna drop back down.
Wait, Ken. Wait. So
So all
so
of this
the
happened in the restaurant.
so that wasn't yesterday that was posted. That was posted before. And somebody in the chat said she was playing about Teresa. I know she was playing, but I was just saying that it was inappropriate play.
No, it
It
wasn't
was,
yesterday.
it was for people to talk. That's what it was for. It was to get the streets going. Oh, let's put this picture up and say we had it was just for people to talk. That's what I think. I'm sorry. So you're saying, Ken, that all of this when this happened because of what happened at the restaurant when she left? So that's when she
Yeah,
started writing those stuff on her community wall. I want to make sure
yeah,
that.
yeah. I think that's when all of this kicked off because they was cool before the restaurant. They all of them was all right walking around and sightseeing whatever they was doing. All of this kicked off after that restaurant.
Hey, Molly. Okay. That restaurant and that post, that community wall, that's where it all started. This is where, again, I say communication is very important. You could have made it known how you felt about the whole situation. You went on YouTube because you probably knew what it would get you. You're gonna get either a rise from MU, or your subscribers are going to ask so you could talk about it. And I don't know, you're supposed to be friends with that person and you're pissed and you're telling YouTube, you go call your friend. So you also started it off. They both started it off, matter of fact. I'm sorry.
But now, when you started it all, because and then Tracy, when she was supposed to be calling Tracy, like I never received a call from her. So she kept saying that she kept trying to reach out, but she really wasn't. She only reached out yesterday. She wasn't reaching out at all. She just was lying and saying that.
But didn't she show her phone to say she was reaching out? I think
Unless Tracy lying.
somebody said that
It's
she
just
did
weird.
call her. I don't know. Their whole
It's
friendship is questionable. We're gonna hear about it when she goes back home. We're gonna hear all the stories. We're gonna probably get a few videos that were secretly recorded or audio that was secretly recorded. It's gonna be a lot because every time she visits somewhere, there's always an issue. Every time she visits, she goes to a meetup. There's always something. There's just always something. The energy.
and
It's
even
never
even
right.
even with MU, it's the same thing. Like when she went to visit Envy, look how long that storyline went on and on and on and on and on. So I think this is gonna go. You got two people where it's gonna go on and on. So the thing about this is, oh, I lost my thought. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me ring this doorbell.
She was telling Emily, said, what is it? What is his name? The dude, the guy, where they kept on
And
adding stuff. Yeah, Envy. They kept adding stuff to the story and talking about the ring and they didn't even have a ring. That's what made me mad.
she's a liar. That's what she is. That's what she
I
is.
didn't think there was
Is that you, Heatwave?
Yes, good morning. I'm
I'm
just here.
sorry.
1 minute, please. I'm just here to just say something and I'm leaving. Sorry guys. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, the
good
chat.
morning.
Good
Good
morning,
morning, Miss Hero.
Janet.
Good morning.
Listen, this is ridiculous. We need to get those thumbs up. It's almost what 180 people, something like that. If it's just 40 something thumbs up, come on. You guys could do better. Okay? Get the thumbs up or cash app, super chat, do something, please. Bye.
Bye, Heatwave. Heatwave came up to make it known. You got to move those fingers. A thumbs up alone is okay for me, though. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Heatwave. Heatwave is
That's the
modded.
only kind of moderator I want. If you can't be that kind of moderator, I don't want you.
She says, "Listen, you're all up here. The least you could do is just hit the thumbs up. It's not that serious. Come on."
You
Okay.
can catch up for her commentary.
Right. I appreciate that, Heatwave. You can. Who was saying something? Was it you, Miss
Yeah.
Cruiser?
Hold on. Let me think. Let me think. It'll come back.
Did my bell do that?
Yeah.
You were talking about
No, my
Envy.
age. My age. Listen, my age and menopause, honey. But it'll come back. It'll come back to me.
Wait, but it's really disturbing how many men this lady like done lined up on here. That's like
I
Jesus
remember.
Christ.
I
Now,
remember when
Ken, you
this
know me, you don't fell out about that. I don't mind seeing a lady put them
Right.
ninjas in rotation. Put them in rotation.
No, Miss
envy
Cruiser.
situation you were talking about, Miss Cruiser.
23 though, Miss Cruiser.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Jesus. Yeah,
That's a
that's
bit
a
much.
lot. Whew.
Hey,
in
Miss
a small
Queen.
amount of time. But hey, in my Andrew Caldwell voice, who am I? Or how did he say? Who is I? Or however he said it to judge. That's her thing. She can let it do what she want to do.
Lord, we got love and devotion saying, I'm just coming in. Did y'all talk about outfit number two? Another cheap bathing suit with a cover up in 60-degree weather at Crab Shack 9 at night. Also,
Okay.
look at the key palette. Ooh, ooh. I
With
didn't.
that, I'm gonna slide on down.
Ooh.
My, yeah, I grew up with only sisters. I didn't have my parents didn't have any boys, and we was just not allowed to talk about women's looks and any of that. So now, you know how you're taught something, and regardless of what you think when you get older, you just can't do it. That's where I'm at with it. I
You
can't do
talking
it.
about me with that?
Huh?
Nothing.
No, I haven't. I haven't. No, not. I don't. When I go at you, I kind of go at you for what you said. Now I ain't saying I'm perfect because I ain't. Because I think I talked about Jay Dunn's receding gums, but I'm just saying for the most part, I try not to do it. Plus,
Vila
I'm going
Lord
out to
got all
California next month, and in case Ronnie Q get me on video, I want y'all to go easy on me.
set.
Oh, okay. I have a
So
question
she
to
You
ask
put
better
y'all
it on
have.
now.
the
You
thumbnail that
better have.
Ronnie had yesterday.
You.
Huh?
Did you see the thumbnail Ronnie Q had up yesterday?
Yes.
Her morning live. Oh my god. I actually go over there to look at it a few
I
times
swear
because
to
I'm
That's
God, I
what
thought
woke
that
me
was
up. Somebody
Tracy.
sent that to me, and I was like, "What is this?" They said, "Get over to Ronnie Q's right now."
I
and they
thought that was
thought it was
Tracy. I
her
swear to
for
God.
real. They actually did. Because the body Ronnie Q found the perp. I'm at
Yeah.
10%. Let me stop.
When I saw that picture, I was like, "Oh my god, this is just so perfect." I was looking for a thumbnail, and I ran across that, and it's like some you Google search a phrase, and then you just hit images, and all these images pop up, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
The
So
beef
it's great.
sector god was working with you. The
I'm saying
beef sector god
that thing
there
that
you go,
I
Ronnie.
woke. I looked at that. I said, "What the world?" They said, "Get over to Ronnie Q's right now."
But let's
And a
be
lot of
honest.
people thought it was her.
So that like it wasn't me. I mean, I'm not the only one who thought that. I mean, it's like it wasn't a one off. It was like perfect.
Thank you for letting me up. I'm gonna be in the chat, enjoying
Miss
myself. I'm
Kruger.
enjoying the chat. I'm
Wanna
gonna hit
thank
that
you
like
for
button.
coming
I
Wait,
ain't
wait,
messing
Miss
with
Kruger.
moderator.
Miss Kruger, wait. Let me ask you a
Hmm.
question.
Hmm.
How you feel about Jay Wilson coming on in and trying to add himself to this and
Well,
attacking MU on behalf of Tracy?
say again.
How do you feel about Jay Wilson adding himself to the storyline, saying that he's going to go out there and he want to take Tracy somewhere?
Oh, did he say that? Where's he
Yeah.
going?
He said he's going to Cali.
Oh,
I know better.
hmm. Yeah, I don't. Hmm. I know he
Uncle
was
Tim
making
was
a
over
joke.
there
I know
lighting
he
J
was making a
Wilson
joke
up
saying,
yesterday.
a lot of people were saying, California ain't for you. Maybe try South Carolina, try Florida. Um, I don't know why he would go out there. That's kind of odd.
Did you hear Uncle Tim yesterday lighting him up? Jay Wilson. It was a good one. I have it
Blow
on
his
my
ass up.
he was talking about how Jay Wilson's face looks and that he's not aging well. It was a whole kiki. I'm waiting to hear Jay Wilson's response to it because that was a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
Girl, they
He
have a
was
picture. I'm sorry, Carrie. They have a picture in Lipstick Alley, and I read the font, and then you got to scroll down to see the picture, and they said Jay Wilson is looking just like Lyric. And you know how people say some people look like their dogs, and when I scrolled down to that picture, his he did look like Lyric. He really looked
oh
like Lyric in that picture.
oh
You
I
know,
don't I
some
wasn't ready
owners
for
do look like their
that.
pets. He really
I,
did.
Somebody put on there that he needs to stop losing weight and start gaining muscle. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, that's probably where he needs to be now.
And then somebody also put a picture up of people who lost weight on that diabetic drug and that he needs fillers in his face. And they showed how people who lose weight on the diabetic drug, how they get the obvious
Oh
lines
yeah.
under their eyes and in
Hmm.
their forehead, and it showed points where he needs to get fillers. But
Yeah, that
it's
one that starts with
amazing
an O.
on
Yeah,
that.
they
Yeah,
talks about that a whole lot.
yeah, they always talking about that. Osme Pack or something like that.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Uncle Tim called it some
Jay
time ago, like
Wilson.
a few months ago. He was like, "There's something else going on with Jay Wilson." Tim said it. Tim Blaine. He was like, "There's something going on." He went to the doctor. He found out something, and that is why he's been losing weight ever since. Like he was trying to figure out if he was diabetic, if he hypertensive, whatever it was. So he's been saying that. So look at what's happening now with the loss. He's
Well,
lost a lot of weight.
when Jay first came back, I won't be. I will admit I was kind of like, well, doggone it. I've been going to this gym since March. At the time, it was in last year. Been going to this gym, and I ain't lose, but like so far, like 14, 15 pounds, and it had been a couple of months, or maybe
Mm,
even a few months. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? But I think that and now it's up to, I think it's up to somewhere around 30 something pounds, close to 40 pounds that I've lost. And that's been since March
Ooh,
last year. And that seems really slow, but I'd
congratulations.
rather take it slow than to do it fast and have all this loose skin because, I'm
right,
losing the weight and tightening up, losing the weight
right.
and
Slow and
tightening up.
steady wins the race. Okay, slow and
Hmm.
steady wins
And
the
I'm
race.
changing a lifestyle. I'm not going to go back to something that I was before when it's complete. you know, Going to the gym 4 times a week is becoming a lifestyle. Not eating out because I'm not dieting. I'm eating fried chicken, rice, cornbread, macaroni. I'm eating everything I did before. I just don't eat out now because there's so much calories in it. So I'm changing the lifestyle, and I think that'll be better for me going forward than to keep losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. I got to get off this yo-yo. I'm getting older. It's getting harder every time. But anyway,
Yep. And
I don't change the subject. Let me
when
slide
you
on down.
stop
I'm in the chat.
when you stop when you stop the diet, then you have to go back to a lifestyle. So what lifestyle are you going back to unless you make a lifestyle change? That's the proper
Exactly.
way.
Exactly. And that's what I wanted to do. So slow works for me. But at first, I want this weight to come on off. Especially when I went on that cruise last year, I wanted to be too bikini ready, and I was not. And guess what? And guess what? I ain't gonna be by Memorial Day when I come out to California either. So I won't be meeting nobody. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. All right, y'all. I'm going out.
All right, Miss Cruiser, nice talking
Thank
to
you for
you.
coming up, Miss Cruiser, and thank you, Ken, for coming up. And Heatwave. Snakes on the plane dropped down to say DK is crazy. He took Tracy and Emu to the same place he and his ex went. I'm just filling in. There first. Oh, ooh. He even took Snoop to Joe's crab first. Also, ooh. I believe he did that for everyone, and Snoop did it first. Okay. So
Maybe
he's out
that's
there taking.
maybe that's his spot. Maybe that's his little impressum spot. So I mean, come
Ciao.
on.
Ciao. Miss Queenie says men have a faster why do I metabolism,
Metabolism,
right? That
metabolism.
they tend to lose weight faster. He also abstains from eating meat during Lent. Oh, he abstained from. Okay, okay, you go, you Jay Wilson, abstaining from meat and stuff. But you're back to the mess. Come back to the beef, Jay Wilson. You know you want it. Come back to the beef. You're back on meat, right? He's back to the beef. So now he's gonna have commentary on what's going on. What else is going on though? Because I don't know if I'm gonna like keep talking about that's going on over there. Because we know how that is gonna end. Like every other meetup between both of them. Let me see what else I heard. I watched Tim and Ness. Who else?
Ugh.
Mm. Is she? I saw a title yesterday. Did you see the
I,
title of her live for yesterday? Let me see.
no, I didn't see it. I just need something that's grounded in fact. I mean, if we're gonna talk, I need something grounded in facts because a whole live based on lies, it's like really unimpressive. Like if we're gonna
There was
talk
your
about what's
name in
going
the
on,
titles, girl.
I'll go pee.
All I didn't watch it, to be quite honest. When I looked and I went in and I saw this week was up there, I'm like, no, I'm not watching this. I'm tired of her too. So I'm taking a break of this week because I don't really know what is she offering to this sector.
Oh, oh my God. I mean, like nothing, absolutely nothing.
Ugh,
Just it's like really, really pathetic. And whatever. I'm not even gonna give these idiots
probably don't even want me
credence.
to watch it.
Like I got them mad, so yeah, keep my name in your titles. Go ahead, knock yourselves out.
Right. Look at Brina. That M word got me. And you already know I'm dumb, right? So thank you, Brina, for letting me know metabolism.
No, it's actually ma.
Ma.
It's spelled that way. It's like metabolism.
Metabolism. Thank
Hmm.
you, Ronnie. Thank you for Brina too, because you know I'm a dumb bitch, and I'm also getting myself ready for my special GED English language classes. You know it. Okay. And look at Brina telling, no, oh, now I see why Brina is telling me to play the ad because I didn't get the word. Hold on. Wait.
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her enroll in an English class today. Cash App $Carrie Ray 16. We now return to regular programming.
Oh my God. Now you see how desperately I need this English class. You see it, right? Oh God. Oh my God. I cannot.
So I have a question, a serious question. Is patois considered a dialect, or it's not really another language, is it? Or is it another
It's
language?
broken English at the end of the day. Well, it's a
Okay.
mixture of mostly three languages. It's African influenced English and a little bit of Spanish. That's it. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, so like that's a combination of languages, and that's something, like that's like speaking French and having to learn to speak English. If that's your language of origin, and then to come over and learn to speak English, and like you do, please,
But it's
you
the
do
official
way better.
language of Jamaica, though.
Oh, so
English.
it is.
So, but
Oh no, I
like
thought you meant.
casually, you speak
Hmm.
patois. Like casually
Okay.
with your friends and your family and stuff. And of course, I'm not gonna ever get upset and try to speak English. I don't got time to think about English. It's better to just speak that way. It gets out faster. No, nobody needs to be thinking about that.
And then like some southern dialect, you think about some southern dialects that they are so, they have made up words and things like that that are universally understood too. So I mean, it's like that's just your cultural type of dialect. That's what it is. So it's no biggie.
Well, this heat said I need to learn to speak English, and I'm following her like everybody else. Okay, I'm following your advice. I'm taking it and I'm trying to figure it out. We call it Jamaican Creole. So yes, Unbought dropped down to say that. Hey, everybody coming in. Right, it's almost like Geechee. And speaking of that, the Clyde that we love over here, gave me an idea for a game. So I'm gonna come on later on to do that game. So it's gonna be where I'm gonna be playing some clippings from some of these content creators.
Oh, I love that game.
It's not message bitch this time though. It's still gonna be I teach it, you speak it, but I'm gonna play like three clips and we're gonna translate what that person who was cussing somebody out, we're gonna translate it to patois. And see how that goes. Okay. Why thank you, the bushes. I'm happy
And
you're understanding me.
Like one word like in the southern dialect that's used is I'm finna go do this, I'm finna go do that. Finna is not a word. I'm finna go, and some people say I'm
Right.
fixing to go, you know, so that's like the
The
same
first
thing.
time
But
I heard that, I was like, "What in the world? I'm finna."
I'm finna go over there, and I'm finna go over here, I'm finna go over there. That's not a word, but you know, it's universally understood by most people. by some people,
Yeah.
by everybody I know.
Context. You gotta be using context clues to get some of these stuff. So I find myself doing that a lot. Okay, that's what
Right.
you meant. Okay, all right. Once one. Yeah, vibrant law. Yes. Right, Kantasi. Kantasi, are you in Africa? I don't remember where you said you were. I keep asking all the time. Ooh, Demetra dropped down. Demetra, you say that word too? Oh, she said I thought finna was a real word too. Unbought says ours is called African American Vernal. Let me see. Is that short for vernacular? Let me type that in. Hold on.
Demon, so you know finna ain't no real word. Talking about excuse me. I'm finna. It was a long time before I found out finna wasn't a real word. And then some
Vern-
people say conversate. And people really think conversate is a real word, but it's
It's
converse.
converse. But
Yeah.
then I always, because I love to watch me a nice little Judge Judy and stuff. She loves slamming them in court when the because I'm living through her because I was as feisty as her. I'm not that way anymore. But she's always when they come there and they're trying to be when they're there trying to explain themselves, and we were conversating, and she's just short of saying, "You dumb bitch." The word is converse. It's converse. What are you talking about? You millennials, you young people. She will give it to them in the courtroom. Okay, and I like watching those old videos of her too. But it's actually converse. But I was wondering if I'm almost sure I heard that it became. Did they put it in the dictionary? Let me see. Conversate, because people say it a lot. Let me see if I can find it. Because they do add these words to the dictionaries over a period of time if people use it a lot, the slangs or whatever. Conver. Ooh, can I spell it? Ooh, ooh. Okay, they have it as an informal. Okay. Ooh, child, they put it in the Merriam Webster's dictionary, girl.
What?
Yeah, they did. I'm telling you, once people start using a word, because, every couple of years they do add words to the dictionary. So, conversate, Merriam Webster.
Is a non-standard verb that means to have a conversation. Look at Vibrant Lull, our own dictionary here. The standard verb, the standard
It's
verb of
really
the one you should
converse,
use if you want to correct is converse.
right? I used to be annoyed when I heard the word conversate, but I'm like, come on, I'm supposed to be practicing tolerance. Everybody is different. Ooh, Collins Dictionary has it too. To engage in conversation. I'll stick with converse. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's the
I'll
one I
I'll stick
learned.
with that one. Yeah. The Jamaican girl says I read that too. It's now a word. I'm telling you, finna is gonna be in the dictionary next.
Finna and fixing into. Finna and fixing into. Is that in the dictionary?
You know what? But that's two words. It probably wouldn't be because it's two words. Fixed into.
Oh,
And when
finna.
people say cut
Finna.
the finna, hold on. When people
Mhm.
say cut the light off, I'm like, cut the light off? What do you mean cut?
I'm gonna get electrocuted if I cut the light off. You want me to cut the wires?
Ooh, let me see if finna is there.
Yes, it's finna is there.
Ooh, it is there in the dictionary.com. What is going on in
What,
the
what
world?
what does it say it means though?
A contraction of fixing to means getting ready to do something. It's
Hmm?
used to express a goal, to take some sort of action in the near future. Oh, what is the world called? Oh, it's in the Mary. Ooh. Jesus. It means fixing too. But oh Lord.
I told you.
This is getting ridiculous at this point.
See,
Oh Lord. I'll stick with the evil I know. I'm old school and I appreciate my language classes, but I cannot do it.
Demetra and Demon Soul, I was wrong. Finna and Fixin' too are actually in the dictionary.
But now we need to go figure out what year it was added to. Let me type that in too, because I want to know. I'm really serious about figuring this out. When was finna added to the dictionary? I'm concerned. 2021. Oh my god. There we go. 2 years ago. Oh my goodness.
But
It
it's been around for centuries.
right. So they finally decided to put it in. Wow. Ooh. So there were 600 new words added to the dictionary in 2021.
Wow.
Wow. Just wow. And most of these are like slangs. I would want to think that you would have like something different for those slangs to be in. I wouldn't, not a formal dictionary, but who am I?
Yeah, I guess some people talk in so much slang, and it's, even the newscasters and everybody else, pick up on slang. Everybody want to be hip and cool and use slang words. I remember the first time I heard Barbara Walters talking about somebody was dissing somebody, and I like did a double take, and I said, did Barbara Walters just say diss? This was years and years ago when she was still on The View, but I was
Mhm.
like shocked. But it's like everybody wants to pick up on cool words and cool, appropriate, a whole lot of
I'm not
culture.
going.
So I guess that's why the dictionary, even the dictionary is picking it up. But
Do you
you
know
know,
how hard it was for me to start typing like PPL for the word people? I went through something for that. Okay. And I had a whole thing with my sister. I'm like, would you please stop texting me with those three letters? That was years ago. So it took a while.
don't you hate when people actually write as if they're texting? Like sometimes I don't even understand what people are writing, and they actually write like they're texting. And a lot of these text words I don't even understand. Like I be texting out like in real time words. I never use the shortcut words when I'm texting, and I'll get a text from like my younger cousin or something, and I'm like, what is he saying?
You know what I just found out the other day what it means? IKYFL. Do you know what that is?
I know you fucking lying.
Yes. And I'm like, where was I on this earth? I just found that out.
I know you fucking lying, Carrie.
I am not. Nice way to use it, Ronnie. I caught that. Mrs. B is saying, so you guys don't say cut the light off? Turn it on, turn off. But
You
then
know
some
what?
become technical and they're gonna say you're not turning a knob, so why would you turn the light off? It's a lot. Mm-mm.
Okay.
You are lying. This is a whole lie right here. I am done. I will never open another dictionary. Look at what Hayes J said. This is not true. Absolutely not.
Supposedly. Oh my goodness.
I am done. Oh my god. I cannot undo what I've learned. I'm not going.
And look at in the bushes got the nerve to be talking about, oh sister, that bet not be a word. See, now look at that term, that bet not be. That bet
Where
not
is
be a
it?
sentence.
Where is it? Did I miss it? I'm all
In
the way
the
up.
bushes at that.
Miss Queenie. I can't find the bushes. That's how far up I've been. My mind is blown too. Miss B says I don't get paid to write appropriately. My blood pressure will go up if I see too many of those stuff. I cannot do it. I try to keep myself calm though. I cannot do it.
Now, do you
No.
know what? Now you know what these letters mean if you get them in a text. GTFOHWTBS.
Now that I know.
What is that?
Get the F out of here. What was the last part?
WTBS.
With that bullshit.
Yes.
I figured that one. The moment I heard the GTF, I'm like, let me get the rest of that. There you go. Hey, Chanel. Ooh, here goes another word that Chanel says. I sent it. I sent it. You was like,
Oh, no, 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 no,
oh,
no, no, no,
sainted.
no, 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 no. I synced you.
Oh
I,
Lord,
s-
I'm done.
I synced it. I synced it that you was live. Oh my God. No, 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 no. That's not in the dictionary. Oh God. Oh God. We're going to hell in a handbasket and synced it. I sunk. I sent it. Yes, sunk is another word you hear.
Thank you very much, Unbod. Just a reminder, this is all
Looked it.
informal English and should not be used
Looked
in
it.
professional. Looked it, light skinned it. Um,
Like skin did. Yes.
what else? I buy. I'm not. No comments. Look. Oh, somebody had said this about lol. Brina, Tracy used to pronounce lol as lol because she didn't know it meant laugh out loud. I still don't know if she understands. I guess she knows it means laugh. At some point, you have to understand what it means. Oh God. Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot of
Eleanor
words.
is adamant that that is somebody else with that name right there. I saw it.
Okay, now here's one everybody's familiar with. Testices.
Shout out to outer space
Shout
Bizarro.
out to
She
Bizarro.
says, I'm
I,
running my
I'm running
testices.
testices.
Little one says she suffered at the hand with those rulers. Oh, girl. To read and spell properly is enough for me to refuse to speak and type badly. I was just having this conversation with my sister just yesterday, and I was asking her, do you remember when we started learning to read? We were like 3 or 4, because you were already learning to put words together. That's one
Right.
of the main things. You're sounding out letters. You're sounding out. You put those words together. You get like 3 words. You got to learn how to put them together. So we learned like really quickly how to read. And I don't know what's going on now. I need to probably check what's going on, but things have been different. And I'm hearing children are learning at 6 and all of that. No, you need to be able to read before. I no.
Not
How
in
are
the
you?
U.S. Not. I
Mm-mm.
mean, in the U.S., it's like the readings. They say that the U.S. reading level, in whole, is at a eighth grade level.
Mm. I'm happy for the period that I grew up. I really am. I appreciate my teachers. I appreciate everything. My mom, because she was the one. God have, ooh, ugh. We had to sit down. We had those books. She was telling me the name of the books we used to read. I can't remember them right now, but it had Nip and Jane in it, and we had to read those books over and over. You had to have those books that you had to trace the letters and stuff.
Yeah,
Girl,
with the three lines, with the
ooh. Oh
one
yeah.
dotted in the middle, and we'll go
Oh yeah.
see Dick run or see Jane run or see one of them
That's the
something.
book.
Yeah,
Run, Dick, run.
yeah. Run, Dick,
Yeah,
run.
right.
Yes.
Exactly. So we had to learn like really quickly how to read. But I just need to get the whole accent training thing going down now so I can fit in properly. Oh, I did see Nina at some point. Hey Nina, I forgot to say hi. You were up there in the other messages that came first. Chanel said, oh, I missed that one. Chanel, when people say I won't go to the store, it's want. How do they say it? How can you say it? Because I don't know how to say that. I won't. I won't. I don't.
I wanna go to the store. I think maybe she
Oh,
means wanna. I won't go to the
Oh,
store. It's won't. I won't go to
wants
the
to
store.
do. Oh, Mrs. B says I'm not using these new words. I refuse. Okay.
Now, this is the one that kills me. When the people when people write your and they mean
How many times have you
you
seen me put this
are.
on my community wall, Ronnie Q? The your and the ooh girl. Why
Your
you
is
are
a possession. Your is means you are. Yeah, so yeah,
and
that trips me
and
out.
the there too. They got the problem
Yeah,
with that too.
there, and there.
THEIR, you know. But you know what? To each his own. Mm-mm. I gotta just be mindful that everybody is different. In the same way, everybody, I'm different. People probably can't handle, my accent and stuff. It is the same way I can't handle your writing. We
Yeah,
just
and
live
then
how we are.
if I'm like tripping off of somebody saying you're instead of you're, and then they be like, well, you're finna go do something, bitch. What the fuck up talking to me?
Terry E says "I Can Too" was one of my books. I don't know that one. Do you know that one, Ronnie Q?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Man, I had to sit and read. I had to trace all day. I had to have my counters. Now everybody got iPad and stuff, iPads, tablets, everything in their faces. Everything is there at their fingertips. And these devices are smarter than the children these days. They're called
Yeah.
smart devices, but the devices are smarter than the people using it. I'm tired. I
Mhm.
can't do it. And that I may not, I'm not going to speak about my idea of child rearing because I don't want anybody cussing me out on here. So let me keep my methods to myself. Hmm.
But if you're used to using something like as a kid, if you're used to starting a word and it finishes the word off in spell check for you, uh, do you really learn how to spell the word, or do you just go gloss over the word and just? So I wonder if that's a help or a hindrance. That's a good question.
That's right. It's to the point where we are relying a little bit too much on these devices. I've gone to the point now where I am trying to memorize numbers in my phone. So you got to know at least 3 or 4 numbers.
Oh my God! Remember you
I knew
back
things.
in the day, you used to know so many numbers off the
Right.
top of your head, and
Exactly.
I know so few numbers.
No, I realized what was happening. I've become too reliant. I'm like, if there should be an emergency, and I don't have access to my phone, how am I gonna make calls? I know like my a few people's numbers. I need to know more. I only know like 3 numbers at the top of my head. I need to know more because you cannot keep relying on these devices. You got to be able to operate to function without them also. So I try to do that
Did you-
because I don't want
did
my
you
mind to keep going.
did
I'm
you
sorry.
use did you used to read those Dr. Seuss books? Those are some good books to learn to read.
I did a one or two. It was never my thing though, but I did
Oh,
read a few.
I love those books. Those are good. Brianna, those are good books for your kid to learn to read. I like them.
Yeah, guys, you gotta take charge of your children. You gotta do it because who else is gonna be there to do it? Trust and believe. Take an hour a day where you sit with them and you go through these things. Tablets off, all those distracting devices off, and sit and read with them. Trust and believe. They'll be happy. They'll thank you for it later on, and you'll be happy later on. Trust and believe. Mm-mm.
That's true.
Ooh, we got some action in the chat. V Lenore and snakes on the plane. Ooh, ooh, okay. I wish I was following all of it. I saw it. I peeped it at the beginning, but I didn't know it was still. Miss B says, I know two numbers in case I get locked up. Do you know that that was one of the reasons why I actually helped that lady over there in that other place? Even though it was definitely not my place to in hindsight, but I was thinking to myself, they just took her up from her thing while she was there recording. Does she know any numbers to call anybody? I was thinking all of that. I'm like, dang, who's gonna help her? Girl, you better know a few numbers. You're right, Brina.
And then Cruiser has a good point. People change their numbers too much now. I've had the same mobile phone number for 16 years. I have had the same. I had the same number for so many years, and then I had to change my number, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It took me so long to learn my number, and I was like, "I should have just chose. I shouldn't have just let them choose my number." But now I've had this number for a long time too. I remember I had a number for so long.
Ooh, wait, what's going on in here? Hold on. I've had my number for the longest time. I don't like change like that. I'm sorry. Uh. Ooh. Villanor is insisting that the snakes on the plane is Snoop. Informant Sugar Drop Down, Dynasty Sweets. Hold on. Oh, maybe Informant Sugar is behind in the chat when we were talking about the hotel where they were. Oh, so you're saying why not keep her close by instead of having her? Hold, let me take this off the screen. Next thing I'm gonna hear, I'm doxing. Hold on. How do you know where they are?
Sour Diesel said I have to change my number every year because of debt collectors. Shut up, Sour Diesel. No, they were
That's
talking about themselves. Like they have to change their own number every year because of debt collectors. So they're trolling.
Vibrant Law says children and adults should learn and or know how to use their God-given skills. Right. Listen, I got like devices in the home right now, like my dryer and stuff that my refrigerator, I could hook that up to my phone. There's no way I'm doing that. The hell, I'm to the point where yes, I'll shop online and stuff, but I would much prefer to go in store, walk around, touch stuff. I can't order everything online. You can use that moment for exercising and stuff. You can't have your device doing everything. I can get it if you're not at home a lot. You can use your device to turn your light switch on. Come on, take those extra 5 steps. Go turn your light on. Come on. Maybe I'm older than I am. I don't know.
And do
But
you hear that those devices that people have in their home, that a rogue employee can set it up to actually spy on you in your own home? When you have those companies that have the cameras and stuff, and there's been so many instances where people have been spied on by their own camera devices and
mm,
through their own Siri or what? Not Siri. The yeah, is it Siri?
Alexa and Siri,
Alexa.
right? Exactly.
Yeah, I
What a
can get up
sniper!
and I can
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I got thrown off by that comment down there that Water Sniper left.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
how the, I am channeling Mahatma Gandhi. I am channeling Mother Teresa.
Vibrant Law, you are so right. It is so sad when people can't count the correct change back. It is really sad. It's like, but I think that's what society is coming to. Like, it's so many people who don't know how to, count their change back, make sure they got the correct change. I was at a gas station and this young guy, he he was trying to count the change back that he couldn't get the cash register to work. And then he like gave me $5 and something over in change. And I knew it was wrong. And then I set the money down and I just counted my own change back, gave him the $5 and the other extra change back. And then he was like, "Oh, that's how you do it." I was like, "Oh my God.
Oh
You're
Lord.
gonna have you're gonna have somebody's store
Oh
broken.
God.
You're gonna be fired for stealing and you just giving the wrong change back."
Wouldn't even know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't use my Alexa and those types of stuff. I'm going back to what you were saying. I don't trust them. I don't even trust, having like cameras in. People are okay with, Ring. What's it called?
The
Ring
ring
and the
ring
other one.
doorbell.
No, I don't like. I don't like the idea of you having access to what's going on in my home. I
And the
don't like.
thing I just found out a story about a Ring doorbell. Like Ring has a contract with a lot of different police agencies, and the police agencies are giving out Ring doorbells to people in certain areas. But then they can come back and they can get a warrant on those Ring doorbells and confiscate everything that you have recorded on your Ring doorbells, even if it's inside of your house. This one dude, they even got a warrant for his camera inside his house, and they were saying that it was because of something that happened outside in the neighborhood, but because all of his cameras were connected to one account, that they came in and took all of his footage from his house and his business. Like
Oh Lord.
they are finding out ways to invade your privacy through those Ring doorbells and actually letting police jurisdictions get the footage to your Ring camera with or without your permission.
Oh my God. Just imagine you got stuff, you're naked in your house. All of those stuff, they're going to go through that footage. It's like they're invading your privacy. And they're all these different devices, these different apps and stuff. Trust and believe. It's becoming the norm to the
Mhm.
point that people don't realize that their privacy is being invaded. They're just
Yeah.
seeing it as a way, to have get stuff done easier. It for them, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Lord have mercy, because I'm thinking the other way. Well,
And
convenience,
and
but
then
truth and in fact, it's you're giving your privacy away.
you're giving away your right to privacy. It's not
Your
just your
right to
privacy,
privacy,
you're
right?
giving away your rights to privacy.
So you
And
got to
people
look for what you're signing to on those dotted lines, because now here we go. They
and
got
people
to deal with these the police and stuff. Oh my God.
and some people rationalize it like, oh well, if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to hide. But when you take that approach, you are, just handing over your rights under the Constitution. And that's why people rights are being encroached upon by government agencies and like police agencies and that type of thing, because people are willing to hand over their rights, like the right to remain silent is one of the main rights you have when you're dealing with a police officer. But it's so many cases. Like I used to watch the first 48 all the time,
Me
and you hear
too.
those detectives go back and they like, well, unless he confessed, we can't hold him on nothing. And then they go right in, and then the person puts themselves and try to act as if they were a slight participant, put themselves at the scene, and then the next thing you know, they're being taken in the back in handcuffs. But you just heard the police officer said, unless he confess, unless he give us something, we got to cut him loose. But people don't respect their own right to remain silent.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the first thing you should always remember. You have the right to remain silent, because especially you don't have a lawyer. Don't speak unless you have a lawyer. Depends on the situation, though.
Yeah, it's not your job to help a police officer with their investigation. That's why the police officer is getting paid to do an investigation. That's not your job. You don't have to help a police officer do their investigation.
Yeah, because whatever you say can be used against you. They can say, "Oh, this is
Exactly.
what they said," and it's recorded on my camera. You said that. So you gotta also. It's also important for us to, you know, find out what are some of our rights, especially you know. As it's unfortunately, I was gonna say, as black people out here, I had to take that. Because we're treated differently. That's all I gotta say. Mm-mm.
Exactly. And like you can't fight for your rights at the scene. You got to fight for your rights in court because you try to
Or
fight for your rights at the scene, you may wind up dead. But it
exactly.
doesn't still doesn't hurt to know what your rights are. So shut your goddamn mouth and go fight in court. Yeah. So like I know my rights. That's not going to do you any good because they know your rights as well. They're trampling over them.
Have a good day, V. Lenore. Same to you.
Bye, Villanor.
I like watching when those video clips where they show the cops, trying to arrest like lawyers, or like one I watched the other day. There was this cop. Um, there was an FBI agent. He was obviously doing his an assignment, and this cop came up. He was all loud and wrong and strong with it and stuff. And the agent was like, "You are gonna lose your job. You're gonna be so."
Oh yes,
I
yes,
like
yes, yes.
that video. Oh
And he's like, and he told him to go in my wallet. He said, "My wallet's in my pocket." Yeah, and then when the cop pulled out his ID and he looked at his partner like, "Oh my God, did you
right.
believe it?" Yeah, I remember that. The black guy, right?
Another satisfying racial moment. 1 second. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey,
I'm
of you.
doing fine, I hope. I
Fine, fine, I hope. I love when you say you like me when I say this shit. That's so
like
funny.
hearing you say fine, I hope. Like,
How
oh,
y'all
girl.
doing? What y'all doing? Oh, is lovely. First of all, disclaimer: is Lovely Love coming up here on your platform? I know it's your channel and everything, but if Lovely Love's coming on here, let me know. 'Cause I can just leave. I ain't got time.
I haven't seen Lovely Love over here in a little bit. I've been wondering how she was, but I finally saw her on Lady Nika's yesterday. So
Well, I
apparently
ain't
she's
know.
okay.
Okay,
No, she's
well, if
not
she
in here
comes
right
up, can you let me know so I can get off? Because I don't have time for this shit. That shit stressed my goddamn blood pressure up yesterday by 9 points.
View.
Yeah.
Now, look, prior to yesterday, Lovely Love had tried to hit my link, and when I saw her in the back, I just like dropped her down. And then she was griping, and she wouldn't let me up. But I don't like to deal with Lovely Love. And then so yesterday I said, okay, well, we're talking about like real world stuff. I'll
Yeah.
give her a chance. I don't like dealing with her, but I did not know that you guys had a thing. So it's like everybody
I know
has a
you
thing with her.
didn't. I
But
know
I
you
thought
didn't when you did that.
a human being.
Yeah,
And
and
I
yeah, I knew. I know. Like Ronnie Q done set me up. I said, "Oh my God!" I was so mad. I said, "All the
no.
people over here that
We
I
gotta
like, goddamn
remember.
Ronnie Q set me up with goddamn Lovely Love." I said, "I know the devil is a goddamn lie."
I would have never did that. And then yesterday, I go over to Lady Nika's chat, and she's over there talking all this crazy stuff. You will never ever have to worry about Lovely Love and being on my channel again, ever in life,
Girl, I
because
was
like
going to block your ass. I was going to delete your ass and block you, and I was going to do a nasty ass view. No, I'm just teasing. I
I
wouldn't do that.
had no idea.
I
Like
wouldn't
Lovely
do
Love
that.
has you so mean.
Girl,
What's
go
going on
ahead.
with you?
Look, where's Ronnie Q?
I was holding my finger crossed yesterday. I was like, "Come on, Lovely, you can do this. Be calm." When she was over there by Lady Nika's yesterday, I'm like, "Come on, Lovely. I'm rooting for you, girl. Keep the conversation on topic.
Uh,
Don't get in too much." I was rooting for her. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
But I didn't want her to mess up a daggone Ronnie Q's platform because I like the fact that goddamn Ronnie Q's on here doing the goddamn videos. Ronnie Q used to be the goddamn #1 troll in the goddamn chat. And I'm like, the bitch up here doing videos and shit. And I said, don't let Lovely Love fuck your shit up. Don't get on the Lovely Love train. She get on people's platforms. She sit there. And did you see I asked
Ronnie
her, I
doesn't
said,
have the
why you
patience for
can't
it.
enjoy the damn channel in the chat like everybody else? Why you gotta fuck up goddamn Ronnie Q's flow?
and
It
then
was
when
funny yesterday.
when
I'm not gonna lie.
when you started in, I was like, oh no. I said, okay, she gotta go. She gotta go. And I just let you get yours off. And I was like, okay, she's gonna go. But I cannot, I don't even tolerate her.
I
Sometimes,
knew it.
people do what they want, let her up on the panel. But that's the only reason I gave her a shot yesterday because, and I was like, well, we're not talking about anything that's gonna lead her to talk about that licky, 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 licky my husband. Yeah, so I'm like, maybe she could be a human being, but obviously she does not have the capacity to do that.
No,
Well, I
and
think
you
it's
have you on your channel, you do have topics and you do have conversation. You have a little foo la la, little fuckery, little kiki. We all have to have that.
Yeah, we
But
gotta
at
have
some
it.
point, at some point there are topics that we need to be able to discuss and sound intelligent. But
right.
no, ma'am, I have dealt with that lady in so many different areas and so many different panels, and I have not seen anything change. So I was totally disappointed. And I was like, what? And I'm sorry you got the real raw of me yesterday because you know how you just go somewhere, oh, I'm gonna smell the flowers, I'm gonna eat some cake and just have a good time. I'm over on Ronnie Q's platform. And I said, my God, Ronnie Q, they got you too. I was so mad at your ass.
Made you kick over your coffee and throw your honey bun upside Lovely Love's head.
And I said, I ain't never gonna go on YouTube no more than got my goddamn Ronnie Key with that motherfucking goddamn egg on the head lady. I said, no. And I thought, and I prayed on it. I said, please don't let them get Miss Ronnie Q too. I can't go to YouTube no more.
Mm-mm.
I'll make sure I look out for you two so you guys are never on the same panel.
You don't have to worry about that on my panel ever in life,
Well, and I
girl.
don't want
I'm
to go
telling
places
you,
that,
safe.
well, I don't want to go places where people, because it's y'all's panel and stuff. But I know when I go to places, I have to understand what the audience is asking for and what the host, it's their channel, their platform. I
Well,
understand
sometimes
and I get it.
you gotta keep
But
the
no,
peace.
but I don't want to be
Wow.
disrespectful. I don't want to be nice and then all of a sudden I got to flip my goddamn whole conversation because I got to deal with this motherfucking stupid tramp.
I
I just want
understand.
to
You won't have to worry about that on my panel and no one else. It is not because of you. It's no one else. I gave that person a chance and I didn't give them a chance. I gave them a chance and no one would ever have to worry about that ever in life again.
well, you
Oh,
had a good,
lovely, you
your
can still
channel was
come up
good.
here, lovely. Not now though.
Right.
Ronnie is done. Ronnie is totally done, but you can come sometimes over here, lovely.
Well,
Somebody's
let
in the
me know.
back. Ding
Somebody's
Oh,
in the
you
dong.
back.
just let me know. I'll go because I ain't gonna go. I
I'm
got my
kidding.
own platform I
Ooh,
can go to.
I'm
ooh.
kidding.
I
I'm
was just
kidding.
gonna do. Ooh, my fingers didn't move fast enough because I was gonna. Lovely's here.
Well, if she is here, she could be here. But at that time, we were
No,
talking
she's
about
not here.
something
I'm just
very
joking.
serious. But no,
I'm just
I
joking.
don't mind it. But I just, when you're talking about, like, you want somebody cutting in your head or doing brain surgery or doing something, and all of a sudden somebody tell a dumb joke, it's gonna fuck up the goddamn whole thing. It's not even funny. It doesn't flow. It messes up everything. And everybody don't want to do Thunderdome. They're talking about a serious topic, you
I
know?
get what you're saying though, and I've said that to her before, but mm, I
And
just, I don't know. I've said it to her before.
I'm
I told
sorry.
her why people don't necessarily want to bring her up sometimes is because they'll be having a conversation and she'll, disrupt it sometimes. She got to know when it's time to have fun and when it's time to have serious conversations. So I've said it to her before. Not all the time people want to be cussing people out or having people interrupting them mid sentence all the time and stuff. You got to contribute to the conversation
All the
sometimes.
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
She's cool otherwise, though. When she can, hold herself up, you know.
The licky, 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 and then the damn abuse of the damn English language is the part that really annoys the hell out of me. And then all of these damn everything's got to be back what she did driving a truck. Can you imagine her driving a goddamn 18 wheeler down the highway and you on a damn 95 or 76 or 22 highway and you got this drunk bitch on it? Girl, no damn. And then the stories she tells with these goddamn lot lizard shit. And then she up in here calling her grandbaby a goddamn motherfucker and a bitch. Girl, the things that she does, I mean, it is beyond comedy. It's sad. It's really sad. And I don't want to be on here because I can do this on my own platform because I don't want to bring your channel and your things down. But I look at people like her and I say, no, no, ma'am, I cannot entertain that. At some point, I feel like I want to help, but people like her and the way that she is, you can't help that. That is something that cannot be helped. And she always says, oh, she always try to make herself little small. Oh, I just want to do this, I just and that. No, you're not. And you never take advice. People have
Never.
offered you advice and then because you kiss cash app and somebody $2 and make you think you can hijack that whole goddamn show for 4 hours,
And
and they never think
she'll sit up there and say like she understand. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, I understand. And then like a half a minute later, she's back to the same fuck shit.
the same thing. Not Mr. B because she doesn't listen. She can't. And the fact that you can let something grow in your body and still, why are you shoving that daggone bowling ball thing down our throat? Like
No, a bowling ball.
that's what the thing looked like that was on her eyes. And then you gotta get on here on the YouTube, just like the other people. I'm just gonna say somebody that got a big old gap and raggedy teeth. Why do y'all have to show that every time you turn around, they on here smiling? You know what? If my teeth look that fucked up, the last thing I would be on here is smiling on the YouTube. And then open it, look at my eyeball. And when she described the fact that they had to cut into that thing and it smelled, I was done. I really would have given her some more chances, but then I'm like, no. At this point, she can't get no more chances. You know what? I need to have a goddamn lovely love on my panel so I can let everything out that I feel about that bitch. I do. And I need to cash app her with that shit. Okay? I do because I feel like, go ahead, Ronnie.
Let's keep it real. The reason that Lovey Love kept that thing on her eyes so long because she had just moved to a new state and she had to have a cooling off period probably before her Medicaid kicked in. So I don't think it was by choice. I think it was by circumstance.
I'm just glad she got rid of it though, for real, because that thing grew huge. I remember when I first saw it when I was over there by Pizarro's channel, and then the next time I saw her, it was so big, you know. So I'm just glad, but she waited till it was too late. Miss Cruiser said she should have went to the. Oh, she liked her better drunk. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, Miss Cruiser. Miss V says she should have.
Now y'all know I used to get on here drunk. I sure did. I used to drink. Did y'all know I used to drink?
One
Girl,
drunk.
I did. But I worked a job. I had obligations. I mean, I did things. I maintained a lifestyle that, you know, if you saw me, you would never know that I was fucking drunk half the time. The YouTube was my goddamn rehab, just sitting out here. Then I sat and watched people, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I went on somebody's platform. It was over in the mommy sector. And then one lady that I admired so much. And I went over there and I said, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? And the first thing she said, don't y'all block her. And I thought to myself, oh my God, how horrible of a person can I be? It was so embarrassing. And I said, I never want to get on here and do that. And I just stopped drinking. I just stopped. I didn't go to rehab. I didn't go to therapy. I didn't do none of that shit. I just stopped because
Your own
it
intervention.
yeah, I did my own, but it wasn't anything that serious. Now, I did do edibles. I always did edibles, but I never did edibles and liquor at the same time. But I always went to work. I always looked presentable. I can like spell the words that I pronounce. You know, I never was like totally bad, but I just knew that I didn't want to be one of those annoying YouTube people, which people probably think I am because they may say that I'm a know-it-all. But I can't help it if I know more shit than some of y'all bitches. Ain't my goddamn problem.
They
But
say experience teaches wisdom. Keep going.
I just never wanted to be a lovely love. And then when you meet somebody that's like a love, like first of all, we can never be the same anyway, first of all, to begin with. But I never want people to say all of a sudden every time they meet me, oh, you drunk. At 6 in the morning. She drunk at 3 in the afternoon. She drunk. And, on holidays, on Christmas, at church. She drunk. That's not anything that's not an accolade that I would want to be wearing
Have you
on
have
two
you
streets.
I'm sorry. Were you finished? Because I started cutting you while you were speaking.
No, it's okay. I didn't even notice, y'all. Go ahead, baby. This your channel, your
I was
platform. I'm a
no.
guest.
I hate people cutting people off. Okay, so like I was gonna ask you, since you were in that state before, you've been there before, it doesn't make you have like a little bit of compassion for her, just a teeny bit, to see, okay, this is how she is. I know you mentioned that at least you work and stuff, but knowing that you just said you were like that, don't you like sometimes say to yourself, she needs the help, you have like a little bit of compassion for her?
I've already given her my compassion, Miss Carrie. I gave it to her while I was in the same situation. I try because I have intelligence. I'm not. What she does is a whole fucking ratchet level. Even if you remove the alcohol from her, you still gonna get goddamn lovely love. That's how she is. That is her being. The alcohol just makes it even brighter. That's
Mhm.
how she is. She's a ratchet person. She has no class, no taste, no nothing. She has nothing in her life to really look forward to. Now she could, but she refuses to because she's just that type of person. So I did have compassion. I did. So I don't want you to think I'm a compassionate less person. I did, and I gave her lots of chances. I did to even for me to feel comfortable just being around her and stuff. But the stuff she says is so stupid and embarrassing and humiliating as a person. If any got a sense of of intelligence, I can't believe some of the ratchet stuff that she says. She's embarrassing. Like she
Yes.
is embarrassing. That's it.
And
Um,
she stands in this stuff, this abnormal behavior, these abnormal belief systems as if they are normal. The things that she really has, a lot going on, it seems, mentally beyond the drinking, because some of these belief systems that she have, it's just disgusting.
your sound is okay. You're back. Um, I
I
pretty
agree.
much understand. Like, I see beyond some of the stuff that comes on the surface. So I guess that's why I probably give her chances, because I kind of like her, because for her other fun side that I can see. But she said something yesterday. I don't know if people caught it. She did mention. Did you hear her over there by Lady Nika? Maybe it passed some of you guys, but did you hear her when she said she at some point feels depressed? Did you hear her
Well,
say
she
it?
should, and that
And
should be
A lot of
normal.
times it makes you wonder if these are the reasons why, for certain types of behavior that we see.
and liquor further depresses you. So, she's just really making it worse because liquor is a depressant.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping that, she gets the help she needs, or, whatever it is that is making her feel, depressed sometimes. I do, Miss B. Because if it was anybody else, I would feel some type of way for them too. I guess that's my little empath side coming out, but, you know,
Carrie,
I'm thinking
Ronnie, you are
there's,
right. And
there's
Carrie, I'm
something
so
going
sorry
on.
for, I'm
I'm with
sorry.
Miss B. I'm with Miss B
I'm
on
with
this
Miss
one.
And Ronnie
Oh,
Q,
God.
you are right when you said liquor is a depression because I was getting depressed, having cocktails. Because at some point, I'm so creative. How much can I mix my cocktails together and stuff? But I'm telling you, I'm an expensive alcoholic. I was, but I don't do it anymore. I didn't go to treatments. I didn't do it. I just stopped drinking. And then I just dealt with life and dealing with other things. So I haven't went to any program. Nobody dragged me off my job. I mean, none of that kind of shit. If I feel like I want to have a cocktail, I will, and I probably will soon because it's damn summertime. But Ronnie Q, you did say, and then also Carrie, you did say that we recognize that something's going on with her. But the thing is, it's a little bit beyond just the drinking and the depression. She has a nasty spirit, like it's not even dealing with the ignorance and the fact that she can't read and write and pronounce words. there is some, and I don't care about the lot lizard and being a trucker and this and that, because I know some people that have situations like that, they have bounced back. Oh, D Spot, hey baby,
One
that have
one
What's
second,
up,
we got
y'all?
somebody else in the back too. I've never seen their
okay.
name before, but
I'm gonna finish
Put your
this
banner
line.
up.
I'm gonna
yes,
push this
I'm
up
gonna
and I'm
make
gonna
sure I
shut
put
up.
my coconuts up. I'll bust your head with a coconut. Okay.
But I put my
All
So,
right.
camera on. You know it was me.
Okay.
oh,
So
they
I
they
just want to say,
went
let me
down.
just shut up. Okay, let me shut up. But there's something else besides that. And I am compassionate. I have already been compassionate enough for her. How many times can you be compassionate and get hit over the head and talk to like shit? She's threatened me. She's said lies, said I stole, I live in a nursing home. I mean, she's done so many horrible things to me. I'm not talking about to you all on y'all panels. I'm talking about to me. So why should I be compassionate and nice to some bitch that has said all this shit? I don't have to show any more compassion to her. Hey D Spot, how you doing? Let me mute.
Hey, Miss Pam. What's up, Ronnie Q? Hey, Very Carey.
Hey, B
Um,
Spot.
Hey,
so
this one.
my contribution, I've been just chilling, working, and listening. And when you said something about that depression, I couldn't hit the button fast enough because well, anybody who paid attention to me know I went through depression last year, and I had a 6 month period where I got off of here while I was getting my life together. Lovely Love takes that as her crutch to use against me whenever she wants to fight me because she can't fight. And she'll tell me, "Oh, you was depressing. You was in depression." But Lovely Love's whole life is a depression. My
Mm-hmm.
depression is a moment in time. Depression isn't supposed to last always. You have seasonal depressions. You have situational depressions. You ain't supposed to just live in it. And Lovely Love's problem is she lives in that slop of a depression that she calls her life. Unfortunately, nothing's going right in her life. The best thing she did was have kids and get them the fuck away from her. She got a titty hanging on her eye. She got a gay husband. She had to move her whole life and situation. She done got locked out of her YouTube channel. It's just a failure on top of failure. She need to just let it go.
What advice do you have for her, official D Spot? You said she needs to just let it go, but some, I get it that you're saying that the first thing she does is say that to you, even though she's going through it. But what advice, if she's listening, do you have for her? If you are so
Seek help
inclined.
offline. You have to want it to be able to receive it. She doesn't want the help. She likes the attention that she gets when she acts a fool.
Okay, so you're saying okay, cool.
It ain't
I,
nothing that can help her. She could go get a certification, become a CNA or something, get her a little job so she can get a little change and do something by herself. Get her hair done sometimes, maybe do her nails, maybe buy real food to cook and don't just shop at the Dollar Tree. Like, there's a lot of opportunities out there for her, but this YouTube and trolling or whatever she want to call it, that ain't it.
Okay, I got what you're saying because at some points I used to say to myself, she does this, as a means to, entertain herself or to get over what she's going through. She just comes on, does her thing, but she doesn't understand that not everybody likes dealing with that. So you may be coming to have fun because I realize that that's what she does half of the time. I've said it to her that I noticed that she's just here to, like you said, troll and stuff, but at the end of the day, not everybody likes dealing with that, you know?
But how is it fun when you look at it the way she degrades herself? I mean, how is it fun telling all these types of sexual
I don't
inappropriate
like that part.
stories
The
about
vulgarity,
herself, and telling her young 7 or 8 year old that mama sells pussy, like
What?
yeah, she said that. She said that.
Oh
That she
no.
when she was talking to Kwani, she said this, that she told her 7 or 8 year old son that mama sells pussy. Because my son was asking, how do we get all this? And I don't see you go to work.
Oh
And,
no.
like, this is not entertaining. Like, this is some
There are
ugly,
boundaries. Stuff
disgusting
like
type
that
of
you don't
stuff.
say.
Nobody wants to hear that type of stuff. And then she stands in it
I
proud and
know.
like, yeah, well. Nobody wants to hear this ignorance. It's just ignorance. Other than, like, this is not the depression I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ignorance that she puts out as if it's
Oh,
normal.
oh
Yeah,
no.
I agree.
Hey,
Yeah,
people.
Carrie. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I
that little part there kind of Um, Go ahead. I'm thinking. Hey, hey, whose ringtone was that?
I
I
always
don't know.
turn my
Start
phone off.
moving and stuff.
But no, yeah. Well, you know what? This is a really
Okay,
good
yes, thank
topic.
you for coming out. Go ahead.
At some point, this was going to be brought out because I don't. My question is, people keep letting her up to do this, and I'm thinking, are people doing this for the numbers? Every time I see her on panels just sitting there, and I asked her the question. This is why I'm glad that she came up yesterday on your channel, Ronnie Q, while I was there, because I said, well, why can't you just, she said, I want to just sit here. That's what she said. She just want to sit here. She don't want to add nothing to it. She just want to sit here. Her words, not mine. And I said, as soon as she said that, why can't you just sit in the chat like everybody else? So then she proceeds to say because she lost her channel. Like, is that supposed to make me feel sorry? Because I snatched her first goddamn channel. I did it, and I'm proud, and I'll do it again. So this is her fourth channel. The first time she did it for to herself. She got on the daggone YouTube with some damn bet of losing the Super Bowl. Got on here, spread her goddamn legs, did a goddamn handstand, and with her ass up in the air. And her husband, allegedly boyfriend or whatever, took a picture and posted it in a video on the YouTube.
Oh
What?
no.
So I flagged that shit, and the goddamn channel went down. I flagged it three. I had at that time I had three things. I had three apparatuses, three channels. I did. Because she's talking about grandbabies and kids and stuff, and I'm like, y'all can't just let people like this on your panels, and y'all got kids and stuff in the background. But no, I'm all big and bad. Who is you to be doing that flagging it? So she took that one, and then she got a new channel, So now the first response when I said, "Why can't you just sit in the audience like everybody else?" She just wanted to sit on the panel. That's what she said. That's what she doing to y'all's panels. She a panel killer.
What do
She
you
said
think
she
about Trish? See, Miss B said something
Oh my
between
God.
her and Trish. What do you think about Trish?
crazy.
Basically, she does the same thing.
And
But
Kiki does too.
Yes.
They do the same thing, but I'm the
to be
bad
answer
person
for the
because I
show.
speak on it, and because I choose not to be sitting on somebody's panel like that. Now I was over in the goddamn Mo3 sector, of which I like, and I go over there. I watch certain people. I got wrenches over there. Y'all ain't got to know every damn thing. Look at what y'all done with the goddamn Mo3 sector. Fucking falling behind goddamn Rusty too. But
And
then I don't like all that ratchet shit that y'all see. Some of them are really nice people, but that's what she did over there. Goddamn Trish over there. I walked into a goddamn live. She was over there telling all of y'all business about the beef
Oh
sector over
Lord.
there to them people. And then when she got to me, I said something in there. She told everybody she got damn four channels. She got goddamn 200,000 subbies. She got multi-million-dollar damn YouTube accounts and shit. And then bitch, you go to her channel, she can't even get five people up on there. She can't get nobody on her panel. But she
but then
always telling people's panels. Go ahead,
But
Ronnie
then
Q.
she wants to act like she's like, so, I have it going on YouTube. But then when she comes over on anybody's channel, she's just yelling and screaming incoherently, talking about a bunch of nothing. She is a retard. And like, Very Carey was there yesterday, like Joanna. Yesterday she was as bad as Lovely Love. And just to continue to try to sit up and tell lies when you've been told that no, this is not true. It was proven that it's not true. And then come back over to Lady Nika's and then like start up this same lie again. And she just talking incoherently, stepping all over people. She was just as bad as Lovely Love yesterday.
I think.
And
I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead, I'm done.
I think Joanna may have been drinking yesterday. I think she even mentioned it too, because she was talking a little bit more than she normally does on a panel. Because she normally does talk, but she was. When you heard too many people were telling her to calm down, you knew that something was definitely wrong yesterday. Definitely, something was definitely a little bit off yesterday. When you saw Fate's Yaya, Fate's Yaya even had to drop. Fate's Yaya was like, I'm out. I'm done with this. So it was a lot. So you got quite a number of people who they're known for that on here. Like Trish is one too. She doesn't behave the way she does on the spaceship. She doesn't do it over by her channel. What is the
Right.
reason for it? I've always wondered to
Disrespect.
myself, why do you do it here and not when you go over there and you want everybody to be in order and stuff over on your channel, but you can act a crazy
Disrespect.
person over here?
Disrespect. Disrespect. That's what it is. It just shows a low character, because if you're going to perform someone this way over in someone else's house, this is just like that Dave Chappelle clip where Rick James get on the white couch and rub his muddy boots all in the sofa and stuff, like, just total disrespect for someone else's place, but you won't behave that way in your place. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the part that I always say to myself, I don't want to be a cash cow for anybody else's channel. I don't want to get on somebody else's panel and sit there and get cussed out, and now I have to feel like I got to raise my damn blood pressure cussing a bitch out, because I will. But then I'm thinking, well, girl, take your shit on over to your own damn platform and do it and get paid. I can do it whatever I want to talk about, or whatever I want to cuss out, or whatever I want to say. I could do it on my own platform and make my own coins. Why am I sitting on here on somebody else's platform on a regular basis every week, every day, every hour, and sitting there? That's what Lovely Love said. I just want to sit here. I'm not going to cause no job. I just want to sit here. Sit here for what? You're not adding to the conversation. And I don't want to be around people that are not adding to anything. You're taking away. I don't want to be the person on here being known to being drunk and cussing people out all the time. So I'm showing you a little bit more of something else that I like to do. And to come to find out, there's lots of people on here that got daggone hobbies and stuff that are making money, that are coloring. Oh, you coloring with Crayola crayons and paper. That's a motherfucking $1 million business. I
And
was not. Go
Exactly.
ahead.
Ray, Miss B, I was calling her Ray. Miss B said Tom Cruise jumping on Oprah's couch comes to mind. And like
Right.
that is a perfect example. You had the most powerful, the richest black woman like in United States, and he comes on her show, walks on her show, and hops up and jumps up and down on her furniture, and she's sitting there smiling like, "Oh, it's so great to talk." Like that was the most ludicrous and
Right.
ridiculous, disrespectful type of stuff. Like, I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't respect you or nothing you have. I'm gonna come over here like, oh, I'm so great. You just made a fucking movie. You coming over here to promote a movie, and you act like this, and everybody, oh, the moment, the moment, the moment. Now that's like like some moment in time for Hollywood history. That was the most bullshit shit I have ever seen in my life. So I agree,
Yeah,
Miss
so
B.
you can't come to, can you not saying you all, but both of you all, but Carrie, you let her on there. But you can't expect to have a good channel and run a good show if you're gonna have everything lined up, your guests and your commentary and all that kind of shit, and then you let some ratchet piece of shit sit on your damn panel, and then when shit go break off, they having a goddamn Thunderdome over there, and then you're gonna be like, I don't know why my channel isn't growing. Because you got the same damn ratchet people on your panel that are not adding to it. They are aiding and abetting to your ratchetness, to your demise. Have some growth. Have some respect. You think Oprah Winfrey would have a goddamn Lovely Love sitting on her goddamn panel like that? You think she would have a goddamn shitty ass Trish sitting on your goddamn panel like that? And there's tons of other people. Do you think that she would want to have somebody like me when I was drinking like I was drinking, getting
You
on
were
here
a fun
acting
drunk, though.
normal?
Be honest with
I
you.
was
You were a fun
but
drunk. I remember
I
right now
was
one video that stood
way.
out to me. I'm
I'm
sorry.
fun without the alcohol, but I'm just saying everybody is not fun, even if they
There's a
told
video. There's a video that I'm still remembering when you were there by Sean. I don't remember what event it was. There was family around the table and stuff, and you were there dancing and stuff. And I'm like, this woman has a lot of energy.
When
She's
they
not.
went to Costco. Is that the time when they went to Costco?
I'm not sure if they
Yeah,
went to
that was the
Costco
same.
too.
That was the same day. Yeah,
It
I
was the
was.
same day.
Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
That
the
was how
day
many
of
years
their
ago?
birthday. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. And actually, I have videos about that, and I want to put it out there, but I'm still kind of confused about that whole Vegas gate thing and how all of a sudden I became the mean person or the user because I didn't make a phone call. I didn't. You notice the Vegas gate happened 6 months before they started dragging me because I don't call people on the phone. I don't have no reason to. I saw you, I met you, and move it on. The fuck I got to still keep. I ain't signing up for this shit. And first of all, that was the worst goddamn time I had in goddamn Vegas. I didn't say nothing. Nothing for 6 months. And then a goddamn Thai lady called me out of the goddamn blue in my mind and asking me, can you stop saying that you're not a part of Club Chat? Bitch, I can say what the fuck I want to. You ain't pay me. And so that's when everybody started dragging me. But I did have some fun times hanging over there with the damn Bradley Trout mouth motherfucker. He is funny, but his whole goddamn YouTube personification is not how he is in real life. He's very docile. He's very mild and meek behind the damn, not in front of the goddamn YouTube thing. That's the Sean that I like. He's got very good fashion sense when it comes to decorating his house, not his goddamn clothes. Obviously wearing a goddamn romper at 50 years old. But he's a fun person. But I had a good time over there. I can't never say anything bad that I didn't have a good time at his house that day. At his house. Now in Vegas, that the whole goddamn new conversation. But I never said anything till 6 months later. They got mad at me. Ty gonna call me on the phone like she goddamn chastising me. I'm like, bitch, who the fuck you think you are? Bitch, you're a goddamn 70s, 80s goddamn background singer. You better sit your monkey ass down and leave me the fuck alone, bitch. So that's when all that shit happened. And then everything else, everybody got to pile in on the stuff. But at the time, I didn't have a good record because I was drinking. So you can't, everything, anybody, I can say anything that sounds the most intelligent as all get out, but you can throw you drunk. Then that just mitigates everything that I said. So I'm like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be a goddamn lovely love. I don't want to be all that. But when I'm over here happy and having a good time, that doesn't mean I'm goddamn drunk. The fuck? I don't even
But you and Sean look like you guys did have a good time that day when you went over to his house, and then y'all went out shopping and you sat down and
We
because
did.
you can see the natural fun person that you are. You always was like eating
And he
crack
is too.
and stuff, and you guys seem like you guys had a good rapport.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put those
it
videos
was
out.
a good. I thought they were, that they hit it off good, but I would have never thought,
And he didn't bother me for 6 months until goddamn Ty got on here and called me. And they guess they saying, "Oh, you said you're not club chat. You're not club chat, bitch. What the fuck I got in common with some of them fucking fat neck, can't get up bitches? The fuck? I like who I like. If I like you, I like you. I don't have. You can't force me
you
liking
need
a
to be in
goddamn
a box.
people, huh?
You need to be in the boxes that they have out here.
Well, I
They
can't
have
do that.
boxes. You have to fit in the boxes, girl. You
I
have
I
don't
to fit
think
know,
in the
but
boxes.
some of them are really nice. Some of them are really nice. Even Sean, when he's not on his goddamn uh fucking trout mouth goddamn mode on the YouTube, he's a nice, decent person. He's very respectful. He's very kind and looks after you and stuff like that. He's got good fashion sense. He just can't dress like a fuck. But that it is what it is. But I never did. I'm still confused because I don't. Why did I have to be? Was I just the sacrificial lamb? Because you can't say I ain't. You dragged me, really dragged me, because I got my own plane ticket. You can't. I came there with a goddamn pocket full of money, goddamn clothes in my suitcases with tags on it. Nobody had to go take me to goddamn Marshalls and Target and buy me some goddamn clothes because they was embarrassed with what the fuck I had on and wore. I didn't get on here begging. I took a shot. That shower, and him and I had to use the goddamn same shower. But bitch, I was there for what, 3 days? Bitch, I took at least 9 showers. Okay, and he did too. He's clean. But you drag other bitches, so I'm supposed to be like in the line with the goddamn bitch that came up there with no goddamn teeth and no fucking money. Bitch, I'm not like that. So anyway, I'm letting it out. So let me get off here because
But
I got.
but the whole point, like the drag somebody to Vegas, I don't think that the connotation at first was to let's take an unfortunate person who can't afford to, but like people are so shady. Some people are so shady. They're like, oh, that's a charity case. Oh, they had to pay to send her, but it wasn't even like that. And then like people would turn it into, oh, well, you were so broke they had to pay your way to Vegas. Because people are so ugly and miserable. It came about as, okay, let's give a free ticket away. But people can turn good things into bad things. Just like when I was giving Demetra advice, somebody turns it into I was trying to defraud the government by telling Demetra to fill out a goddamn FAFSA form, and I was trying to teach Demetra how to do fraud. See, people on here, I really think there's a lot of people who come on here who have various forms of mental illness.
I agree with you. And
I
then
agree with
actually, the
you.
things that you said to Demetra about going to school, I saw nothing wrong with it. I didn't. You said
That was
everything was
actual woman
correct.
empowerment.
That was right. Woman empowerment and sharing knowledge. That was very good. And then the fact that your husband was willing to, make sure
Fill
that the
out
process
And
exactly.
everything was right. You
the
did nothing wrong.
And the fact that people don't want us to do these types of things and will try to shit on this and make it something that it's not. I never even said the words student loan. She's trying to get her into student loan debt. The fact that somebody do not want to see black women get together and try to figure this thing out to improve our status in the world, to be and be better than our station in life is today, lets you know that some people need other people to look down upon. So how dare you try to remove a person who I'm looking down on and make their status in life better than what I think they're worthy of? Like these people are mentally ill.
And if Demetra was in the area that I'm in, I would have had her. I would have had her a job, like not a job, a career. I would have helped her get into a path, a stream, or for a career, not a job. A job can be temporary. A
Mm-hmm.
career is lifetime,
Yes.
lifetime. And she's
You don't have
very
to start
smart
at
and
the
very
ground
educated. It's just
floor. Yes.
right. Right. And so you offered advice. And I don't like when people always kind of go off on, what somebody's past or what somebody had done. People make mistakes all the time. And I know people think I'm judgmental, I'm this and that, and you telling people all the time, but I'm offering advice because either I've actually lived it or I've helped somebody get through it or I've seen it. I don't just speak shit just because. Usually, if I give somebody some goddamn advice at this point in my life, I need to cha-ching behind it because I see a lot of fool la la, and the YouTube is the best place to see it. Now, if I speak on some shit, normally, and that's one good thing that I do, I always look before I speak. I see a pattern, of behavior, and then I go back in my data bank and I recall who I knew that did this and what the outcome was, and then I might say something about it. I don't just talk about shit that I don't know. Let me get over here because I got stuff to do, baby. I done done a damn live.
All
I
right,
done
Karen.
Thank you for
accelerated.
coming up. Thank you
Bye,
for coming up
girl.
with news
So
of
Miss
you.
Ronnie Q, I'm so glad we talked, girl, because I was give you a nasty piece of side eye, girl. From yesterday, I was like, fuck that goddamn Ronnie Q, fuck her. I was getting ready to girl. But I said she done threw me under the goddamn bus for a goddamn lovely love. I said,
Girl,
Miss Ronnie Q, girl.
girl, you ain't gonna never have to worry about seeing Lovely Love on Ronnie Q's panel. And it is not because of you, it is because of herself.
I know, baby,
I
and that's
think
why
that
you
she's
have
tried. She's
discernment.
over it.
Right, you have a sense of discernment, and and your channel is good. You got a place that people can come to,
Of
but also,
you, I don't have a sense of discernment.
well, Karen, you a little ratchet, but I like you though. But no, girl, you're teaching me
It's
both
because
of
I
y'all
think.
shit. But look,
Karen,
you have, but see, no, Miss Karen, you know what you are supposed to be
I'm
passionate.
sorry.
Fine.
No, go
Karen
ahead.
looks out for the
That's a backhanded
underdog.
compliment. No, Miss Carrie, what you have and what I do appreciate, what I see, you see the goodness in people. You do. And we need people like you. And I used to be like that, but bitches done stepped on my ass too many times. But
I
you have
get
a
it.
good sense of
Go ahead and
discernment.
tell
Uh,
Ronnie what you were saying. Go ahead. I was just playing because I know
no,
why you said
no,
keep
no. I'm
going.
finished with Miss Ronnie Q. Miss Ronnie Q good with me because girl, I was giving give her old nasty piece of goddamn blackout time for about 6 months before I came over to watch her goddamn channel again. I'm telling you.
I know you unsubscribe with a quickness. I know you have to unsubscribe with a quickness.
Do not
I get it.
unsubscribe.
But
I offer a safe place for everyone, like Carrie.
she does. But me, that's how I felt like. I feel like, man, God, everybody can come to Ronnie Q's house except for me, and I got to get treated like shit. Girl, I was getting ready to just. I won't go say nothing to you. That's all. That's
It was so funny because I didn't know they had a problem, and then because of course I would have said, "Is it okay if so?" I didn't know, and then a view was like a horse that like an elephant that saw a mouse come in the room. A view like backed up and like hold on a minute now here. I was like, oh,
I was laughing because I was laughing at the picture that Carrie put up. And that goddamn lovely ass bitch thought I was laughing because I saw that she was on the panel. I didn't see her. I saw the picture. Didn't know the ring of the doorbell and shit. That shit is funny. So I was kid. And goddamn, that bitch comes out. She laughing. Do I got to kiss your ass? I'm like, who is she talking to? I thought she was talking to you. Was she talking to me? I didn't even know. Then I recognized the voice. I was like, oh, is this her? Oh no, I don't. And then I thought, what happened to the part? There's a new guest, and here's this, and I said, everybody else get the respect. I'm gonna let somebody on this shit. You just slid her ass into my goddamn face, Ronnie Q. Right, this is what I was thinking before I was gonna tell your ass. I said, she just slid goddamn lovely motherfucking drunk, the motherfucking only bitch on the goddamn YouTube. I do not want to have interaction with Ronnie Q. That slid her up in the goddamn in my face, and I said, my God.
Because when I saw her back there, I said, "Oh God, yeah." And then I like let her like on the oh God, like what? Let me see what she's gonna say. And I had my finger on the button for her ass, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that."
I said, "Oh my God, Ronnie Q don't like me." I said to my God, I said, "Now I got to reevaluate who likes me and who doesn't, because I've already limited myself from going on people's panels and shit." So that's where you, Miss Carrie, I do come over here because I do like you, and I will jump on your panel if you allow me.
And so do I. I love you, girl. Mm-hmm.
But
I was wondering if that was it before or after she clicked the link over by what's her name, Misunderstood, that she came on the panel. Ronnie, do you remember? Because I think that's one of the reasons why she was clicking, because she did go over there.
I thought it was. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Wrong. I may be getting the time wrong, I think. But I get what you say, guys. But you know what? I sometimes give people chances and stuff. So I really do understand where you're coming from, of views of you. And sometimes too, as YouTubers on here, we're putting people up on the link. We got to remember sometimes, because this is a beef sector, sometimes you're just adding people you don't even remember. Oh, this person is not cool with this person, or this person.
Everybody gets on their
yesterday, or sometimes it just doesn't come to your mind at the same time,
But
everybody gets on the thing. This is my channel. I can do and run everything. But you have to understand, some people agree with the people that they're letting on their panel, and some people don't. So you lose people by letting everybody on your panel that people can't stand. Like, I've watched people's channels, their numbers go down literally when panel killers get on there, and they're thinking, oh, this person's the new it girl or whatever, because she can cuss, she can do this and that, and she getting on here showing her titties. But then if you actually look at the analytics of it, they get on there and now they done wore their welcome off. They actually lose subbies, and they also lose viewers at that time. But that's just me over analyzing shit.
That's that one person too. There's this one person. Once she clicks a link, she doesn't click links that much anymore. But there's that one person who I won't say her name again. I just
took her off. That's what I was just about to ask you. Did you reach your limit, and did you put her down off of your panel, Carrie?
Who was that? Who?
The light-skinned beauty the other day.
I took her down.
That's what I thought. I thought you had taken her down.
Girl, let me find my thing. Because I was.
Where my block button at? Bitch, I don't like you. Fuck you. Get your fucking ugly ass out of my face.
You totally blocked her?
I didn't block her though, but I took her down because she was doing too much.
Okay, so I
I
thought
gave
that you
her a
would have
chance,
still played
just to
with
see.
her. Now you hung in there with her for a long
I
while.
really tried. I really.
Oh, well, view drop down. Bye, view. You just leave without
Oh,
you like.
she normally does her little thing with her fingers and goes. Thank you,
Now,
Drew.
thank you, view. You talking about me? I let somebody up without letting you know, and you just hop your ass off the panel without saying bye.
Let me see if she's back in the chat. She's gone back. Ken had said in the chat that Jay Dunn is supposed to be calling some cops on somebody. I saw it in the chat earlier on. Where I guess there's something coming up we're gonna listen for. I guess.
Girl. Well, all right, Carrie. We're gonna have to
Right,
keep our eye peeled on a J Dunn notification.
right. Because I was over there looking. I'm checking community walls. I'm checking lives. I'm typing in names right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on and why. So
I
then
wonder who. But did you hear that J Dunn got her $800 back? What is the story behind that? I saw somebody congratulating her about getting her money back. So do you know what's up with that?
no, I don't because I also heard somebody say it too, but they're saying once it gets investigated, she's not gonna have. I don't know. I don't know if she got it back, but
Okay.
I did hear somebody congratulating her, so I don't know how that goes. So I'll wear. So I guess we're waiting on that development also. Jay Dunn, if you're in the clouds, let me know. Let us know. She's sometimes up there in the clouds. Let me know, Jay Dunn, because I didn't hear anything else about it though. About
Mm.
her getting that money back. 800 as mm,
And you say the wrong thing about J Dunn, and all of a sudden she gonna click your link. Now, Carrie, how you gonna say that? That ain't true. Carrie, I heard you say. So that's how to get Jay Dunn out the crowd. Now, how the hell you gonna sit up here and say I did this? That ain't what happened, Carrie.
because whenever I call the bank, because we get a good whenever from her.
Cause
Whenever,
I yeah, go
go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead, go ahead.
I was laughing too much; it didn't come out.
Because whenever I called the bank, they told me that all I had to do was fill out a report. And whenever they get the report back in, you're right with that. And whenever.
You have to love the beef sector. I'm just saying, everybody plays their role over here. Foxy has a question. I'm gonna be wrapping up soon too. Foxy says, and maybe you could answer this one, Ronica, because I don't know. Where is
Go-
Goosey?
Goosey has left the YouTube. Goosey has a relationship that he's concentrating on, and Goosey said, "Fuck you, bitches, and goodbye."
Ooh, he has officially left. He's always been saying he was leaving, and I was like, Goosey, stop saying that. You always say that, and you come back. But I saw how serious he was. Especially, I was listening to a live, and he's like, I don't got time for you. I'm dealing with my girl right now.
Uh
So
huh.
yeah, and he one day he was like, I'm only live because my girl is sleeping. Okay, like so he can't be on the phone with her. And I'm like, this young man has gotten a girl. He's really, really done. So all of those people who are saying he was gay, what do you got to say now? Or maybe they're gonna say they need actual proof. But I can sense he's really in love with this person. I don't know if they've ended up moving. From what I gather, they don't live that close to each other. So I'm really hoping that that relationship works out. That's really cool. I've always liked Goosey.
I'm glad that he's happy. I'm happy that he's happy. He
Yeah.
deserves it.
And he finally got, who knows, he waited for a good reason. He finally found somebody who maybe compliments him and stuff. Yeah, he was. And I also, one of the reasons why I also liked him is when he used to visit certain panels and stuff or be over here, people didn't like him calling stuff out for what it really was. If it
Mm-hmm.
was a content creator that they liked, they would skirt around the commentary, or no, we're not going to discuss that right now, or oh no, we're not going to talk about that person. I like so and so, or that person is not here to defend himself,
Oh
and
God.
he would be there trying to show. somebody, a player or something, and they just didn't want to hear it. And that is why I was so happy when he said he was starting his channel. I'm like, let me go get this channel, let me go share this out, let me go grab this. I gotta be over there because I enjoyed his I enjoy his personality and stuff, you know. He, and if
He had
he
a great personality.
and if he had really wanted to stay and be messy, we know what his channel, you know, his channel will be the like one of the biggest things over here right now.
Yes, it would have been popping because he was so good at it.
He was a
And,
natural, and he had the time. I don't know how he did it, but he had time to sit, you know. And he was. I don't know. I wonder if he peeps in sometimes. I don't know.
well, Carrie, it was nice being up here with you. I had a blast. I
I
gotta
had
go let
fun
the
as
dogs
well.
out, of course.
Okay, thank you so much, Ronnie Q. I appreciate you as per usual, as always. Thank you
All
so much
right.
for coming
And
up.
I'm gonna drop a note in the chat, guys. Please observe the note because we are collecting money for the Ivy League GED fund. All right, bye bye, Carrie. Bye, chat.
Bye, Ronnie. That's fun. It is always fun coming on here and hanging out. You know, that's right, foot soldier. They don't like when you speak facts over who they like, right? Even if the thing is glaring you, it's there in your face. You can't say what you want or whatever. And this is what leads me to continuously say this, that that my chat is open. Because I hate when, you know, people can't say how they feel about stuff. You got people just blocking and stuff. Give people a chance to express how they feel and stuff, you know? No dictatorship, but wow, whatever, you know. So he did that. He came and he was, you know, showing people who they were. And notice when he stopped doing, you know, like beef sector commentary and stuff, and he was doing like reviews of different shows or, you know, watch parties with different little stuff. Notice, you know, there was no drama, so a lot of people didn't stay. It just goes to show that, you know, not everybody is really there to support you for what you have to offer. But it is what it is. It is what it is. He did his time. He contributed what he contributed, you know, his personality, his content, whatever. And I'm happy that he finally found somebody that he likes, you know, and that, you know, he has moved on from the sector. He has always said he was going to leave, you know. So there we go. I'm happy that he's happy. Okay. I appreciate you all for coming up. We had quite a number of people who clicked the link today. We had good decisions. It was fun. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate those in the chat. I really appreciate those who click the links at all times. Trust and believe. I really do. Miss Cruiser was here earlier on. Thank you so much, Miss Cruiser, for coming through. Official D Spot was here. Who else? Ronnie Q was here. There was somebody else. So it was Miss Cruiser. I want to thank. Let me do this again. I want to thank Ronnie Q for coming up and gracing the panel, and it was fun as usual having conversations with you. I want to thank Heat Wave who came up on here and she said, "Listen, make sure you guys hit that like button. It's the least you could do." Okay, thank you, Miss Cruiser. As per usual, I appreciate you for coming up. It is always nice talking to you. Random Crafting Gamer came up and she was like, "Listen, I'm not leaving my mat around anybody." Okay, that's when we were discussing the whole MU thing. Thank you so much, Random Crafting Gamer, for coming up. I appreciate you also. D Spot came in to share his little you know, I don't want to use the word spat. What his experience with Lovely Love, and he was also talking about depression and what you could do to get yourself out of that depression. Thank you so much, D Spot, for sharing. I appreciate you. Also, I want to thank A View is a View, the hilarious A View is a View. Okay, don't ever let her have to cuss you out. Okay. So thank you also for also contributing to the conversation. I always appreciate that. A view is a view. Thank you, Canola, for clicking the link. I appreciate you. Who else came on here? Canola came with a little bit of info. Okay. That, and also, you know, gave us some tea about what happened over there with the two besties, the two new besties over here in the beef sector. Oh, my baby. Oh. So he was telling us a little bit about musty medication over there and stuff. I appreciate you also for coming up, Ken. I appreciate everybody who clicked the link. I'm hoping to God I didn't miss a name. I think I got everybody, right? So thank you all for clicking the link. Thank you to all the moderators, those who stayed in the bushes and those who dropped down. I appreciate you all. Thank you to everybody who typed in the chat. I appreciate you also. And for those who may have shared the live, I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody for supporting. Um, Thank you for those who are so desirous of helping me to learn to speak English properly. I appreciate the thought. I really do. Because you know I need it, right? I really, really do. Okay. Thank you to everybody who typed in the chat. Big up yourself. And I will see you later on. I'm trying to come back later on to play a game. Yes, I am coming back to try that. So let's see how that goes. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day. And for those who feel like, you can't go on, seek counseling.
Very Carrie is so sad. She found out she is a black bitch and she needs to speak English. She found out that she is a dumb bitch. She can't go on in life anymore because she cares about what everyone thinks. She needs your approval. Please help her because she has been missing out in this sector. How will she survive? She needs counseling. Please support the Very Carrie Counseling Foundation and help her to develop some positive coping skills. Help her start the healing process. Please donate to the Very Carrie Counseling Program so she can get the help she deserves. Cash App $Carrie16. We now return to our regular programming.
Yeah, if you need help, we got some psychiatrists on here now. We have a few more. I think Doreen, did you say you're our part-time psychiatrist over here? We got counselors because we got way too many lawyers, so we're trying to get more people in that, more doctors in here. Okay? Because apparently a few people here have some underlying issues that needs to be dealt with, and they think by coming on here and pretending that they're better than people, that is going to make them feel good. I'm speaking in particular about this one person who told me that I'm a black bitch the other day. But at the same time, you're running behind another black person's virtual pum pum every day. You know yourself, bitch. You are a dumb bitch. Whatever. Doreen, you're gonna have plenty patience over here. Okay, in this beef sector. So Doreen is here to help if you guys have issues, if you need to go on the couch, she's here for you. Okay. Big up Strictly Platinum, Foot Soldier, Ronnie Q, everybody. I appreciate you all. You have helped to make the show what it was today, the live stream what it was today. I appreciate you all. As per usual, well, as of late, let's just dance on out of here. Make sure I'm giving you like 3 minutes to move your waistline. You gotta move your waistline. Okay, let's go. Bye. Do what the drum tells you to do. However your body flows. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Auntie Donna and Power Patch Kid. Do what the drum tells you to do. Don't be stiff. Let's do it, guys. It's okay to dance. Come on. Hey, 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 Dovey. We're leaving, Dovey. Thank you for coming through. Hey, 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 hey. Woo. Yeah. Move with the drums, guys. Come on. Woo. It's not my fault. That was really good. That was a nice little workout. Sometimes you just gotta free yourself, Don't gotta be so stuck up. Channel your inner. You know what? Let me stop. Those drums, I tell you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna assume that the over 40 people who are still here that you are actually dancing. Release yourself, free yourself sometimes. It will do you a world of a difference. It will do you good. Okay. Nisi, good. Hey, Nisi, we're about to leave, so I'm assuming you're, a little bit late. But hey, everybody who just came in, I'm about to go. Bye, Heatwave. I hope you are dancing, Heatwave. I hope the spirit of your ancestors called you and you were, you know, moving that waistline. Okay. Sour Pat says she was shimmying. Okay. Oh, and before I go, thank you, Ronnie Q. Ronnie Q says, feel free to donate to the Ivy League GED program. Okay. All right. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a productive day, actually. Okay. I'm going to go back to work. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you later on when I try to come and do this game. Okay. Hopefully, I can get back in time. Bye, everybody. Bye. Aunt Donna was dancing too. Bye, guys.